his career. At this point, I want to come back to the Steelers with how much has that changed with the news today about Mike Tomlin. Here is Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers quarterback. This is before we found out that Mike Tomlin was no longer going to be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was asked about Matt LaFleur being on the hot seat in Green Bay and Mike Tomlin being on the hot seat there in Pittsburgh.
I mean, this league has changed a lot in 21 years. When you hear a conversation about the Mike Tomlins of the world, Matt LaFleur's of the world, those are just two that kind of I played for. And when I first got in the league, there wouldn't be conversation about whether those guys were on the hot seat. But the way that the league is covered now and the way that there's snap decisions and the validity given to the Twitter experts and all the, experts on TV now who make it seem like they know what the hell they're talking about. To me, that's an absolute joke. And for either of those two guys to be on the hot seat is really apropos of where we're at as a society and a league.
I mean, he's not wrong that times have changed. Listen, I don't
100%.
remember a time that there was unlimited patience in the National Football League, but certainly people expect results today.
Look, even in college football, you can take everything he just said there and put it into big boy college football. You used to get 5 years, not just a recruiting cycle of 4, but also a redshirt year. Then it went to 4. Then now it's 3. Now it's like, hey, man, you better win now, partner, or your butt's gone. So it's everything he just said is spot on. The game has changed at many different levels. But when it comes to his future, look, I'm not going to try and crawl into that brain, man, because my brain will be scrambled trying to figure him out. So would I be surprised that he comes back again? No. Would I be surprised if he steps aside but doesn't put in the retirement papers and all of a sudden comes back off the couch if a team needs a quarterback that he knows the coach and the system? Wouldn't surprise me either. Nothing surprises me with this guy.
Right. That's what I think he does. 888 ESPN, by the way. Ray, Brian, Steve, Mark, Harry, I see everybody on the call line. We'll try to get back to your phone calls here on Amber and Ian. But that's what I think he does. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I don't want to start the season next season in Pittsburgh with this major coaching change that they're going to have. If I was him, I feel like he's done just enough. He's played just well enough where people will absolutely be chomping at the bit for him if they have a quarterback that
I don't know about
goes
chomping
down.
at the bit.
Not chomping at the bit?
I don't know about chomping at the bit for he's going to be 43.
We were bringing in quarterbacks that were 45 that hadn't played in 5 years. I think that we would have no problem.
Well, hello.
Welcome back.
I don't think the Colts were chomping at
That's
the
young
bit
Charlie
to
Clark.
bring in Rivers off
very
the
nice.
couch.
Well, listen, you weren't chomping at the bit, but there's desperation, and when there's desperation,
Her granddad.
phone
Well, I
calls
told
are
you it was
made.
mine. Yeah.
And there's going to be
And
desperation
pretty cool.
in the National Football League. Coming up
So when I was
next,
in ninth
your
grade,
reaction
we'd
to
be in
Mike
the
Tomlin
stands
and the
waiting for the
Steelers
eighth
going
grade
separate
game
ways.
to finish.
NBA
Dad would come
Thursday
sit in my
on
lap.
ESPN Radio. Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks complete a 4-game West Coast trip in San Francisco against Steph Curry and the Warriors. Coverage begins Thursday at 9:30 Eastern with tip-off at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive
All
a
the
maximum
notes.
tax deduction. We provide fast,
Don't have room
free
for the-
pickup
Look at
with
this. I think these
24-hour
kids
response.
they have
Call
more than we do, actually.
1-800-294-0222.
What's that?
Oh,
yeah, look at all those
Find the
guys.
Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational
20
materials
kids
to
over
teach
there.
kids how to recognize
Every
and
player
avoid
has 2
predators.
managers.
Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help
We
us
need
build
to
a
win
world
this
where every
game.
child
Yeah,
is
we
safe.
do.
Pick up the phone and call
Wish we were fully loaded.
1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
All right, we're about 2 minutes out.
Sounds good. We're here.
I might add, but I love him anyways.
I'm glad.
From the Mad Dog, Christopher Mad Dog Russo, every Wednesday to set him straight. First take starts at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
A brand new tennis season starts down under. The Australian Open on ESPN. Fan favourites, dominant stars, and one of the biggest rivalries in sports.
Centering around this rivalry, fast becoming one of the best in any sport.
The first tennis Grand Slam is here. The Australian Open begins January 17th, only on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up on Wednesday's show, Pro Football Hall of Famer Kurt Warner's wild card breakdown and divisional
with
round
simple,
preview,
everyday
plus comedian and
activities.
diehard
Open in
Seahawks
minutes.
fan Adam
Start
Ray is
earning
in
more
studio.
today.
That's Wednesday
Visit
on the Rich Eisen Show on Disney+,
incommonsbank.com
the
or come
ESPN
see
app
us in
and
person
ESPN
in
Radio.
Mahia, Fairfield, Coolidge, Mart, Waco, and Rosebud.
Incomes Bank member of DIZ, APY equals annual percentage yield. Minimum to open is $50 for a Casa cash. A monthly direct deposit or ACH is required to maintain the account. Qualifications are be enrolled and receive e-statement notices and have at least 15 debit card purchases, excluding ATM. Post to and sell each cycle. Balances up to $20,000 receive APY of 6.00%. If qualifications are not met, all balances earn 0.05% APY. Full disclosure or clarification provided upon request.
What happens when you introduce traditionally seasoned choice beef to a 100% hardwood fire and slow smoke it for hours? Some call it magic. At Uncle Dan's, we call it barbecue. Uncle Dan's is your home for fresh premium meats, slow smoked daily and served up juicy and delicious. Cut fresh to order at both our Hewitt and Waco locations. We're serving up Central Texas tradition 6 days a week. Whether a quick trip through our drive-thru, or if you would like to meet friends and family in one of our dining rooms and sit a spell, our team is always happy to serve you. Uncle Dan's, your hometown Waco barbecue and catering team.
This is the men's basketball Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Today's Countdown to Tip-Off show is brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Nissan, innovation that excites. Coming up, we'll break down today's game, check scores, and take you inside Baylor men's basketball. And now, we're live alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. Here's the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
From inside historic Gallagher-Iba Arena in Stillwater, Oklahoma, welcome in to Baylor Big 12 basketball. Tonight the Bears looking to snap out of an 0-3 start and Big 12 play take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Hi everybody, glad you're with us on this Tuesday evening from Stillwater. Thanks to Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator, alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. I'm John Morris. We are glad you are with us this evening. Pat, it states the obvious. Bears need a win after an 0-3 start in conference play.
Yeah, they really do, and they talked about that a lot today. In fact, one of the pregame messages was it's time for a celebration. Like, let's celebrate after a game in the Big 12, and this is one that I think both teams view as very gettable. It's not that Iowa State, Houston weren't gettable. They were, but, again, no room for error in those games. So this is one for both teams. 1 and 2 for Oklahoma State. They need a win, too. They've got to protect their home court. Bears feel like they've got an opportunity to come up here and break a 3-game losing streak. And going to be doing that, again, with a smaller roster, just a 7-man rotation tonight. More to come on that. But they've yet to put one together, John. And you and I have talked about this the last couple of games. There's a good one coming, just hasn't gotten there yet. Maybe tonight's the night. But this is a winnable game, a gettable game for both teams.
Tonight would be a great night for that.
Yes, sir.
Get into the win column in Big 12 play. And don't make the mistake of thinking, oh, Baylor played third-ranked, now second-ranked Iowa State, and seventh-ranked Houston last week. Don't think it's a breather coming here to Stillwater. It is not. There are no breathers in the Big 12.
Well, they're 11-0 at home. They've gone on the road twice against top 25 teams in 2 of their first 3 conference games. The other game, UCF, they played at home at the time, was ranked top 25, won that game. So this is a team that is very, very comfortable at home. And we said when the conference season started, you got to go get more than your fair share on the road. Bears have lost their 2 home games in conference play. So this one, I think the stakes for this one are much higher from a Baylor perspective. Got to go get one on the road, and this is one they can do that in.
Well, you mentioned Baylor shorthanded tonight. Dan Skillings, if you were at the Houston game or watched or listened to that one, he went out with a knee injury. Dan officially listed as doubtful for this game tonight. That's tough because the roster was 8. And now it's down to 7, and that's a pretty thin bench.
And if you get into statistics, John, one thing the Bears have not done very well this season is defensive rebound. And one of the leading rebounders on this team, Dan Skillings, gets a lot of loose balls, just has a nose for the basketball on both ends of the floor on the glass. So you take him out of the mix, and that challenge becomes even, I think, a little more acute. They have got to rebound the basketball in this game, and without Skillings, that's tough to do.
Yeah. What about coming off the Houston game on Saturday? Houston very good. Turnovers were just a killer for Baylor on Saturday. Rebounding was an issue again on Saturday, as it was against Iowa State. What do you think the positives coming out of those 2 games, both at home last week, might be moving forward?
I think it's just learn. I really do. I mean, I have taken for granted that you put an entirely new roster together. They had time together in July, which was helpful in Germany. But a game they're looking for a good one. Maybe tonight's the night that they finally put one together.
Yeah, very much so. And I still think, tell me if you agree, I mean, this is, remind folks, an entirely new roster. Everybody is new to the Baylor program, new to each other. Still some moving parts. The addition of James Najee right before Christmas. Now Dan Skillings out for this game tonight. So a lot of movement with the roster. And I think they're all still getting used to each other. I think we've got really good parts. Just got to get to the point where they all mesh together and play winning basketball.
To me, John, watching that Houston game, and I think Iowa State, and it's really a little bit of apples and oranges because those teams are elite. They really are. Both teams, I think, could compete for a national championship. You look how connected and how together those 2 teams are. Baylor does not have that look yet, and that's really important, particularly on the offensive end, more so on the defense than you would expect. But it's that lack of connectivity that I think they feel, but we certainly see from the sidelines.
Yeah. I would not say Baylor's in desperation mode yet. I mean, I don't think at all. They started 0-3 in the 22-23 season, 0-3 in conference play. Into the season, they were a number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. So they've been in this position before. It's not an enviable position, but it just, the win would go a long way to get on the winning side in Big 12 play tonight. This game on the road and then headed to Lawrence to play KU on Friday.
Yeah, and it's just welcome to the Big 12. Yeah. We say that a lot, but it is so true. I do think, though, there are ebbs and flows over the course of a season. And, John, to lose 2 at home against Iowa State and Houston is not a shock. I mean, those aren't killer losses. That's why I said earlier, you just learn from it and figure out what they've got to do better. And I think those things are much clearer. We'll talk about that as we get closer to the game, but it's rebounding, it's taking care of the basketball, and it's running their sets. And I think tonight, the strategy for this game really matters. I mean, this is a really fast basketball team in Oklahoma State. Can't let them go fast here in Gallagher-Iba. So all of that, again, they're just 3 games in, 2 of those against top 10 in the country, another loss on the road. This is an opportunity for them to right the ship a little bit. Everybody in this league is going to go through peaks and valleys over the course of what is a Big 12 gauntlet.
Yeah, look at Oklahoma State. They've played 3 ranked teams to open Big 12 play. Played well. They played Texas Tech. They played UCF when they were number 25. And then they played Iowa State most recently and played them within 12 points. So it's like, I mean, it is, like you said, it's life in the Big 12. What stretch would you rather have than what Baylor or Oklahoma State's been through?
That's right. And there's a point where you got to see shots go in. You got to get the feeling again of winning games against high-quality competition. And one thing this team, I don't think, was really tested to do before conference play started is figure out a way to win a game when you're not at your best offensively. This was an offensive team with unbelievable firepower when conference started. It's a different ball game now. You've got 3 games in the 60s for a team that averages 91 a game, or averaged 93 a game before conference started. Just at some point you got to break through, get a win, and experience what that feels like. And with winning comes a lot of confidence, and that's the key, is to make sure your confidence is not shaken so that you're doubting your ability to win a game when you get on the floor.
All right, let me ask you this. No Dan Skillings tonight, out with the knee injury. Who on the roster needs to sort of pick up the slack, or is it everybody sort of picking up the slack?
I think it's everybody, but I think in terms of meaningful minutes, it's Najee. It's James Najee. He now has 3 games under his belt, and I think we're still going to get from him what you'd expect from a guy with his size and his athleticism. Not going to score a whole lot, but to the extent defensive rebounding is key, he's got to play that role. So I don't know that you're adding somebody to the rotation that's not accustomed to being there. You're just going to have to get more production from the guys that are in that remaining 7, and I think Najee's a key.
All right, we'll see how that plays out tonight on the road here in Stillwater in Gallagher-Iba Arena. It is Baylor and Oklahoma State coming up. Our courtside cam is up and running. Check it out, presented by NextLink. Reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel, and you can watch right into our broadcast location here on the courtside cam, presented by NextLink. This is the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Take a break. When we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, we'll visit with Michael Retai. He's a transfer to Baylor, as you folks know, from Oregon State. We keep running into his former teammates on the road, and that's the case here tonight in Stillwater. Visit with Mikey about that when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Thank you very much for that.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back from Stillwater. Welcome into the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. Baylor at 10-5 on the season, 0-3 in Big 12 conference play, taking on the home-standing Oklahoma State Cowboys. Oak State is 13-3 on the season. They are 1-2 in Big 12 play. Some streak is going to end tonight, Pat. Baylor has won 9 straight trips to Stillwater. Oklahoma State has won 11 straight at home this season. One of those streaks is going to come to an end.
You know, think about this too, John. Baylor has won 16 of the last 21 games these two teams have played. So it's kind of interesting. In fact, it's very interesting. We remember that. We probably saw each one of those games, but these players don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you've got an entirely new roster for Baylor. You've got one guy that was in the rotation for Oklahoma State a year ago back on this team this year. But other than that, these guys were off somewhere else, playing somewhere else. So they're not familiar with the string. I promise you, Coach Drew is, and he's thinking about it right now. It's typically, it's 9 in a row here because Baylor was the better team for the most part over those games. Fortunate to win a few of them. Some of them went to overtime. But 16 out of 21, in that kind of span, it's just a better basketball team against another one. And we'll see what happens tonight, but those guys don't know anything about it.
Number one, that's an amazing streak. It is the longest streak for an opponent coming into this building. It broke a streak of 8 straight wins by Kansas State back between 1970 and 77. Right. That was the longest streak of wins in this building by an opponent that now belongs to Baylor at 9 straight.
That's right. Jack Hartman was the coach of that K-State team. That's a little bit before Steve Henson's time.
Yeah, a little bit.
So he might remember the streak. But, again, I mean, it's really you're starting this game, I think, with just a blank slate for the reasons we talked about earlier. But it matters to every. I mean, I think it's fascinating, and it is really kind of the narrative coming into this game. Besides the fact both teams need to win a game, those 2 strings are really hard to ignore.
All right, we mentioned Baylor's Michael Retai, 6'7" senior. He's originally from Augsburg, Germany. Transferred to Baylor this year from Oregon State. We keep running into his former teammates on the road, don't we?
That's right, one at TCU.
Right.
And then
starting for TCU.
And then we've got Oklahoma State tonight, who will start one of his teammates, in fact, an all-conference player, Parsa Falah. And so that was a pretty good team a year ago.
Yeah, must have been at Oregon State. So Parsa Falah, 6'10", 250-pound senior. He's Iranian, played at Oregon State, is now here at Oklahoma State. Didn't have to change colors when he moved from Oregon State to Oklahoma State. We visited with Michael Retai, the Baylor senior, about running into and playing against his former teammates.
Yeah, like you said, played against LT, Little Vicious, we call him LT, against TCU, and then tomorrow we're going to play Parsa Falah, who is the starting big for Oklahoma State.
Yeah. How about that? You guys all landed in really good spots, it seems like.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, last year our first 5-6 players were really talented, really good, and all of us went to really big schools and good programs. And it's great to see all my homies from last year succeed, so it's been good.
That's fun. You guys stay in touch and kind of, you were teammates. You still stay in touch?
Yeah, I mean, season comes, so you have your obligations to do. So texting him, that definitely happens. But we texted a little bit before the game, and there's some trash that already happening. So it's going to be an exciting game for sure.
That's very good. All right, hope you come out on the good end of that. 3 games into Big 12 play. What's your takeaway playing 3 really good teams for you guys?
Big 12 is really physical, really hard. I think one thing that we need to learn as a team and me personally too is to adjust a little bit better and more, especially on the rebounding side, how the officials officiate and what let us do and what not. So I think the first 3 games have been very experiencing, and from now on, I think we all pretty adjusted. We all know what's coming at us.
Yeah, it's good. It is a learning experience. That plus everybody's still learning, playing together.
Yeah, like you said, everybody's still learning to play together, especially after now James addition. But he's been great. He's picking up stuff really fast because, he's a pro. You see him approach the court, how he carries himself off the court. You can tell he's a professional basketball player. So having him is just great. How he adjusts is really, he's an amazing learner. So it's just going up from here on.
We thought adding James to the roster maybe helped you as much as anybody. It kind of puts you back in a more normal position.
Yeah, it's definitely great. We all know Bodo is out, so I had to have all my 5 basically the whole year starting on in that position, which wasn't an issue for me because I feel like I'm pretty versatile. I can do different things on the court, but definitely prefer playing the floor. So having James back, it's just great. It's okay to have a sub, right? Now we have people to sub and stuff. So that's been a great addition for us.
Very good. Have a great game tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Sick and best.
That is Michael Retai. He's found a new home in Waco with Baylor, 6'7" senior from Augsburg, Germany. Remember when Baylor was at the World University Games this summer, Michael was playing for the German team there. It was great to see him then and fun to get to know him better since he's been on the Waco campus.
You know, he was a fan favorite in Germany.
Yeah, he was.
You know, we all wanted to go over and just introduce ourselves and say hello to him, and I could never do that. I couldn't get close to him. and those games were in Germany, but he was always there was a line of particularly young kids looking to get his autograph, but he's been a great addition to the team, right at 9.5 points a game, almost 6.5 rebounds a ball game. He's really done exactly what I think this team wants him to do. I think there's more for him to offer, and you made a good point. That move getting Najee in, I think, benefits him greatly. He's in a position now that's a little closer to his comfort zone. He's not really a back-to-the-bucket guy. He's more of a solid 4, and with Najee in the low post, he can play that position really well.
All right, great visit with Michael Retai. We'll take a break. When we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off, we will visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor and Oklahoma State coming up from here in Stillwater. You're tuned in to the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. We are brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew when we come back on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Online, you'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com.
Be right back.
What was that?
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
I lost you just before the break.
Oh, you did? I didn't notice that.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented
All right,
by
I'm off
Green
headset
Eye
for a minute. I'll be right back.
Fans
Okay.
12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We welcome you back to Stillwater. Let's continue on a pregame show visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Baylor and Oklahoma State coming up, top of the hour. And Coach, 2 home games last week. And you get to go on the road tonight here in Gallaudet.
Well, the homes didn't work, so let's go on the road. I can tell you that Big 12 is a tough game no matter who you're playing, where you're playing. I thought in the first 3 conference games, our guys have learned a lot. I think we've learned a lot about them. Hopefully we can put them in better positions to be successful from here on out. And hopefully they know just how competitive and tough the Big 12 is, because at the end of the day, if we do everything like we're capable, then you're in a lot of 1 and 2 possession games, and that execution is going to be crucial. Hopefully we get back to the rebounding ways that we did against Iowa State and not Houston, and hopefully we get back to making free throws like we've done for most of the year and not like the last couple games.
Yeah. We visited with Mikey earlier in the pregame show, and that's what he said. I asked what you'd learned through 3 conference games. He talked about that toughness. He talked about the rebounding. I mean, this is a work in progress with these guys, isn't it?
Well, I think it's one thing to talk about the Big 12. It's it's another thing to actually play in it. And what I mean by that is every league is a little bit different. And I think I could summarize. Most officials think it's the toughest league to officiate because of physicality, the competitive games. In most leagues, as we've had coaches, assistant coaches come from other leagues, and you usually have a couple nights off. And what I mean nights off, you can bring your C game and get a win. On the Big 12, you can't bring a C or D game and have a chance to get a win. You have to have that A and D game. So with us, the great thing is hopefully we have the A game tonight. We take care of the basketball, don't turn it over. We keep them out of transition, and we rebound the ball, and we are the fourth best offensive rebounding team in the country. We need to be that tonight. And make the free throws. You do all that, you give yourself a chance to win over.
Very good. Any road win in the Big 12 is huge. You guys have done well here in Stillwater the last few years.
Well, we've been blessed. A lot of close games, found ways to get wins, and people talk about chemistry, people talk about swag and momentum and confidence. Winning cures all that and gives you that. So we need to get a win, and the guys been working hard. Hopefully we can get that done, and it's going to be hard. Oklahoma State last year really athletic team, really defensive team. This year they got a group that can.
All right, we're back, Dr. G.
Really fast in transition, and
all right.
We don't want this game in the hundreds. We need this game,
cheer,
especially being JJ and Dan. We need to make sure that we make them work for their baskets. And part of our growth as a team is not only not getting turnovers, but getting the best shots instead of just a shot.
Your rotation is a little bit shorter tonight.
Yeah, so you're down to 7 again. The magnificent 7. We've been at that number most of the year. But we'll see how things go there. You're always, when you're down to 7, a little more worried about foul trouble. And normally what gives the shorter rotations the defense, and we have to get back in transition and short things up.
All right, Coach, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Coach Scott Drew, it's Baylor and Oklahoma State coming up from here inside Gallagher-Iba Arena in Stillwater. Back with more of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet.
Keys coming back.
Got him. We celebrate our 10th year anniversary. I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their store. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill is celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. Here come the Bears back on the floor. You can hear the warm welcome from the fans inside Gallagher-Iba Arena. And the students are back in session. Class started yesterday. Boy, you kind of hope when you play these early January games, you might catch a road game when the students aren't back. But they are back in full force here tonight.
You know, John, and you and I are sitting kind of in the student section.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and we're hearing every word behind us, but that's just the way it is in the 12. You go on the road, and you're going to get a very vocal home crowd. And, John, this team, as Oklahoma State continues to win games, are 11-0 at home. They're going to build some momentum, and I think the fans at some point are going to figure out this is a special team and are going to be out. I think we're going to have a good crowd tonight. In fact, we're still a few ways away from the tip, and it's probably 3/4 full.
Yeah, it is a really nice crowd here, and you'll be able to hear those students behind us, I'm sure, for the remainder of our broadcast tonight. All right, Pat, how about keys to the game tonight? How are the Bears going to get a big win tonight over the Cowboys here in Stillwater?
You know, John, I think this game is about two things, rebounding and pace. You have to rebound. It's the Big 12. That's a key in every single game they play in the 12, and particularly on the defensive end where Baylor has struggled to rebound the basketball. Baylor's been a great offensive rebounding team, need to do that again tonight, but have given up way too many offensive rebounds that have led to second chance points in their first 3 games of conference play. Oklahoma State, number 20 in the nation in defensive rebounds per game. Work cut out for the Bears on the glass tonight. And then the pace of this game is critical. In fact, the Bears' ability to control pace, I think, will have a lot to do with the outcome of this game. Oklahoma State is one of the country's most aggressive offensive attacks. In fact, they are 4th in adjusted game tempo per KenPom. What that means is they play really fast, and they're going to try to do that tonight. But like most up-tempo teams, they really don't want to guard long. They don't want to spend a lot of time on the defensive side of the floor. So Baylor's going to have to make them guard deep into the possession. To control pace, you've got to have a number of possessions that almost feel like, to a Baylor team, it's a slow-down game. It's not. It's by design, because you've got to keep Oklahoma State out of transition. And then I think also leading to the transition piece, which speaks to pace, no quick shots by Baylor, no bad shots by Baylor, because both of those are the kind of shots that are going to fuel transition opportunities for Oklahoma State, and you do not want that tonight.
All right, very good. Pat's keys to the game. Both teams on the floor warming up. Start of the game a bit delayed. Television on the CBS Sports Network tonight. They have a game prior to ours this evening. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
It's Baylor and Oklahoma State from Stillwater inside historic Gallagher-Iba Arena. Take our final pregame break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip. Baylor and Oklahoma State coming up. That'll wrap up the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy in your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Back with the opening tip after this. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Alexander's in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health.
Mine was doing the same thing.
Variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most
did you get on?
Optical team.
Yeah, I finally got that.
State-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face.
I could put this where we can both see it.
To restore comfort and quality of life.
Might do it.
Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Today we have two very special guests on our program. Introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hot hip?
You going to put this somewhere where you can see it?
Oh, no, that's good right there. Okay. Let me just get the
I'll
starters.
keep it tuned like that.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Hey, Rick. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference Championship.
This ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away.
Brace yourself.
Alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
From inside Gallagher-Iba Arena in Stillwater, welcome into Baylor Big 12 basketball. Tonight it's the Bears and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Starters being introduced to the crowd. Let's give you our starting lineups, brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For the home-standing Cowboys tonight, point guard's a good one, Kanye Clary, 6-foot junior from Virginia Beach, Virginia, a transfer from Mississippi State, 8.5 points, a team-leading 4.9 assists per game for Kanye Clary. Victorious Miller has been a little banged up, but he'll be back in the starting lineup tonight. 6'5 sophomore from Los Angeles, a transfer from LSU. 14.9 points per game. He is their second leading scorer. Leading scorers, Anthony Roy, a 6'5 senior from Oakland, California, a transfer from Green Bay. He's averaging 17.6 points a game. That is 10th best in the Big 12 Conference, shooting 46% from three-point range. Also, Christian Coleman to start, 6'8 senior from Winsboro, Louisiana, a transfer from UAB, 10.5 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. And the big man, a guy we talked about earlier, Parsa Fala, 6'10", 250-pound senior. He's from Iran. He's a transfer from Oregon State, was teammates with Michael Retai last year at Oregon State. He's averaging 14.9 points per game, their leading rebounder at 6.3 points per game. 5 starters for Coach Steve Lutz in his second season at Oklahoma State, his 5th as a Division I head coach. Bears will start this way tonight. Obi Agbam at the point, 6'3", fifth-year player from Aurora, Colorado. Transfer to Baylor from Wyoming, 10.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists per game. He is second in the league with a 4.5 to 1 assist-to-turnover ratio. 2-guard for the Bears, Tunde Yesufu, 6'5", 215-pound freshman from Benin, first-year player, averaging 17.5 points per game and 6 rebounds. The former McDonald's All-American starting for Baylor. 3-player is Cameron Carr, 6'5 sophomore from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Transfer from Tennessee, Baylor's leading scorer. 5th leading scorer in the Big 12, 20.5 points per game. He's the team leader in block shots with 26. That is Cameron Carr. Michael Retai to start, 6'7" senior from Augsburg, Germany, a transfer from Oregon State, 9.5 points, 6 rebounds per game, his averages. And Caden Powell, 6'9", 224-pound senior out of Midway High School in the Waco area, a transfer from Rice. Baylor's leading rebounder, 8th leading rebounder in the Big 12, 8 per game, 6.5 points per game, the averages for Caden Powell. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew in his 23rd season at Baylor, his 24th as a Division I head coach. Baylor's all-time winningest coach and coach of the 2021 national champions, Coach Scott Drew. Our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game.
Well, John, if you want to go fast, and Oklahoma State does, you have to have a couple of really good point guards who really just set the tone of a game, and Oklahoma State has 2 of the very best, Clary and Curry. Those 2 guys together average just under 10 assists a game. Curry 17th in the nation in assist to turnover, 3.61 to 1. Clary 18th in the nation in assists per 40 minutes. So those 2 guys are really the jets that get this team going up and down the floor, which is how they want to play, and they are a handful. And they won't, I think they rarely will be on the floor at the same time. They're going to start Clary, but Curry will come in pretty quick.
All right, students are back here in Stillwater, and they're making their presence felt. This is a nice crowd, although they've got the upper deck, for the most part, curtained off here in Gallagher-Iba Arena. Pat, the Bears wearing the gold uniforms that script Baylor on the front. You got to like that.
Kind of like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, actually. In fact, a friend of mine, Charlie Jackson, a teammate, sent me a picture the other day of a game that we played 100 years ago, and the first thing I noticed was that exact script on the front of his jersey. You bet.
Oh, that's sweet.
Maybe that's a good sign. We'll take it as one.
It's a nice throwback. The script Baylor on the front, the sailor bear on the lower pants leg on the left side. Oklahoma State will counter with the gray uniforms, orange and black trim, pokes on the front of their uniforms. And we are ready to go. Cameron Carr and Parsa Fala will jump center. Our officials tonight, Rick Crawford, Christopher Marlowe, and Darren White. Rick Crawford puts the ball in the air, tip controlled by Baylor, and we are underway. Feed to Tunde Yesufu. He drives to the baseline left. He's cut off there, and he kicks it back outside. Bears with the first possession of the night, shoot to the basket to our left here in the first 20 minutes. Work the weave, top of the key. Retai nearly carried that ball, gives it away to Obi Agbum. Agbum nearly lost it. Gets the ball away to Tunde Yesufu with 5 to shoot. Yesufu, 3-point territory, 2 to shoot. Retai didn't see it, puts it up, hit the shot. Is it good?
It is.
Boy, it is.
And John,
wow.
That is exactly what they want. They weren't even looking to run their half-court set until there were about 11 seconds left on the shot clock. They got one up to barely beat the shot clock.
That was really close. Retai with the bucket. Baylor leads 2-0 over Oklahoma State. Cowboys, their first offensive possession. Work at the Fala in the paint area. He is sandwiched in there, and he is fouled by Michael Retai. So the former Oregon State teammates meet up in the paint. First personal on Retai.
You're going to see a lot of that. When the ball goes into the low post, that time it went down to Fala, you're going to see double downs from the perimeter because those guys, including Fala, can really score, but they can't pass it out of there very well. When you go down there and double team, you got to make sure the guy you're double team can't see out of it.
Kanye Clary passes inbounds, tried to get it to Fala. It's knocked away and stolen. The Bears steal the inbounds pass. Caden Powell had it, gives to Cameron Carr up the right side of the floor. Gives the ball to Powell, top of the key. Now to Yesufu, thought about a 3. Instead, he'll drive in, short jumper, banker. Yes! It's good, and a 4-0 Baylor lead.
You know, that guy's been in double digits every game he's played as a Baylor Bear, but he's really, the last couple of games, has not shot it well. One of those kind of guys that when he finds a rhythm, look out. Maybe that's a good sign.
So it's a 4-0 Baylor lead. Here's a kick of the ball by Oklahoma State as they bring it into the front court. They'll inbound on their baseline, 25 on the shot clock. Minute and a half in, 4-0 Bears. Pass back into the right corner to Victorious Miller. B.J. Miller knocks down the 3 for the first points of the night for the Cowboys.
Guy's a 47.5% three-point shooter, and there's another guy back there with him, Roy. Those two guys are as deadly from the three-point line as anybody in the league.
It's a 1-point game. Here is Carr, a 3. He was bumped, shot no good. Long rebound, and Obi Agbum has it for the Bears. So they missed the shot, but they keep it their half of the floor, leading 4-3 over Oklahoma State. Agbum to Carr. Carr on the right wing, looks to drive in on Miller. Drive and a foul. How about that? The foul is on Victorious Miller. The last game against Houston, Cameron Carr drew 9 fouls from the Cougars.
And he needs to do that again tonight. And that's just part of his game. He's a scorer. He knows how to get the ball to the rim. And another great play. You got to make Oklahoma State really guard you. They don't want to guard long.
Foul is on V.J. Miller, his first. Inbounds it comes to Carr, and he hits a three from the right corner.
Great out-of-bounds play. Underneath the out-of-bounds, underneath the bucket, a couple of passes, and you had Carr fairly wide open in the corner.
7-3, 2 minutes, 16 seconds into the first half. On the perimeter, Christian Coleman with the ball. Puts it back in the hands of Anthony Roy. He's their leading scorer. Roy, a three straight away, and that's what he does almost better than anybody in the league. 46% three-point shooter. He knocks down that one.
And, John, in Big 12 play, he is 56% from a three-point line, and he's done that against top 25 teams.
It's a one-point game again, 7-6. Bears on top. Baylor with the ball. Tunde Yesufu between the rings. Side steps with his dribble to the left side. He'll launch a three. Oh, and he nailed it. Tunde Yesufu has 5 in the early going. Bears lead it 10-6.
Yeah, and he's 2 for 2. That one a three. He just pulled up fairly well guarded.
10-6 Bears. Quick three left wing. That one is no good. Rebound Retai. Up the floor to Carr. Cross court to Agbum for three. And it's good. Bears are hot from the outside. A three by Obi Agbum. It's a 13-6 Baylor lead.
And the key to that break was a defensive rebound by Retai. It was one and done for Oklahoma State. Bears got the rebound and took off with it.
7-point lead, 16 and a half minutes to play first half. Here's a move on the baseline by Victorious Miller, and he is fouled by Cameron Carr, I believe. Yeah, foul is on Carr, his first, team second. So Victorious Miller, V-Y-C-T-O-R-I-U-S, Victorious Miller. Call him VJ if you'd like.
Traditional spelling.
Sure.
There you go.
And he drew that foul, the personal on Cam Carr. Cowboys inbounding on their baseline. Inbounds, they put it in the hands of Kanye Clary. Clary, left side, three up by Miller, and it's good. He's hit 2 threes in the first 4 minutes of the first half.
You know, that's another one of those guys that if you're coming to him when he catches the ball for a shot, you are way too late, and that was the case that time.
It's 13-9, Bears on top. Drive in by Isaac Williams, the Oklahoma City product. Gets too far into the bucket, kicks it outside, and Cam Carr hits another three-pointer.
How about this? Baylor has started the game 6 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 5 from the three-point line.
Wow, how about that? Shot contested underneath by Fala. Shot no good. Got his own miss. Put it up, no good. Rebound, Caden Powell. Couple of misses from point-blank range for the Cowboys. Baylor leads it 16-9. Yesufu bounces in traffic to Powell. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. It'll be a turnover by Baylor. I think they're
calling a foul.
Oh, it's a foul.
It is. And wow. Yesufu was the guy that created that play. Got the ball into the lane on the drive, paint touch, drew the defense away from Powell, and Powell was the guy that drew the foul. Really great start, John, by the first media timeout in this game.
Yeah, the foul is on Anthony Roy. His first timeout comes with 15:39 to play. First half from Stillwater. Bears, great start on the road. They lead the Cowboys 16-9 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the
Levels okay, Dr. G?
each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy.
It's a great start.
Great start.
And to make moves. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trend. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Our Courtside Cam is brought to you by Next Link. You can watch us right here inside Gallagher-Iba Arena with the Courtside Cam. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and look right in. Brought to you by Next Link. Reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Pat, it is a good start for the Bears on the road.
Yeah, and it's a shooting clinic right now. Right now, Baylor has made 6 of 7, 4 of 5 at the three-point line, 3 of 6 shooting for Oklahoma State, 3 of 4 at the three-point line. So I don't think we expected a lot of defense. Right now, it's just both teams are taking shots that are, for the most part, contested, but they're going down, and that's pretty much what we expected. Oklahoma State with 2 of the very best, most accurate and most productive three-point shooters in the league.
Oklahoma State's a high-scoring team, second highest in the Big 12 behind only Arizona, averaging 89 points a game. That's more than Baylor. Bears, with their recent low-scoring games, have dropped to third in the league, still averaging 88.3 per game. And as play resumes, Caden Powell shooting free throws. First one rolls around and out, no good. James Nagy at the scores table to check in, and he'll do so now as Caden Powell hits the second free throw. It's a 17-9 Baylor lead over the Cowboys' biggest lead in the first half. Smattering of boos as Nagy comes on the floor. Not what we saw at TCU.
Yeah, I don't think he hears any of them, to be honest with you. He's going to get a lot of minutes tonight.
Here's an alley-oop down low. Baylor collapses on him. Pass back to Fala. Fala drives in and lays it in for his first 2 tonight.
It was a great pass by Coleman. He occupied the attention of James and was able to kick it to Fala, who had cut down the lane. Easy bucket. Nice play.
17-11 is the Baylor lead. 15-10 mark first half. James top of the key. Gives to Carr. Now to Yesufu. Baseline jumper is good. Boy, you're right, Patty. Hit that first shot. I think you get that going, get that motor going in the right direction. He hadn't missed, has he?
No, and in fact, he hadn't been shooting the ball real well, 30%, but he's 3 for 3 tonight.
Short shot by Oklahoma State, no good. Nagy the rebound for the Bears, who lead at 20-11. Or I'm sorry, 19-11 is the Baylor lead. Drive in, reverse layup is good by Isaac Williams.
You know, and you see some connectivity tonight. We talked about how the Bears really have not shown that offensively in the first 3 games in conference.
21-11 is the Baylor lead. Here is Parsa Fala up and in with the left hand from short range.
That guy's averaging over 20 points a game in conference play, been their leading scorer.
21-13 is the Baylor advantage. 14-13 on the clock, first half. Dribbling back near midcourt is Isaac Williams. Needed 42 tickets for the game tonight. He's from Oklahoma City. He's got a great cheering section of family and friends here. Nagy has it top of the key, gives to Williams, drives in, too far into the bucket. Tried to pass it in tight range to Cameron Carr, but lost it out of bounds. Turnover Bears.
And John didn't get a look at the at a shot really until there was 1 second on the shot clock, and that's not really bad offense. That's by design. Now they want a better shot than the one they got, but they want to keep this from being a 94-foot up and down the floor kind of game, and one way to do that is control time in each offensive possession.
Here comes Caden Powell back on for the Bears. James Nagy points and says, "For me?"
No.
And you can see breathing heavily he comes to the Baylor bench. He's still working himself back in shape.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Follow for Oklahoma State. He takes Caden Powell to the rack and he lays it in. Parsa Fala has been the big man for Oklahoma State to start this game. It's 21-15. Baylor's lead was 10. It's cut to 6. 13:28 to go, first half. Agbum gives to Caden Powell. Now to Isaac Williams on the right side. Drives into the paint. Picks up his dribble. Gives to Retai for three. It's no good. Left iron. Rebound pulled down by Kanye Clary. Clary brings it up for the Cowboys. He will drop it off for Anthony Roy. Roy all the way to the bucket. His shot is blocked
by Isaac Williams.
Wow.
That's a tough matchup. And you think about it, Roy is the most accurate three-point shooter in the league right now, 56% in league play. And so Williams had to go out there and give him all the attention he deserves that far from the basket. He went around him, tried to turn the corner on him. Williams stayed with him and got the block at the end. Can't play better defense than that.
Oh, big-time defensive play by Isaac Williams. Cowboys inbound the ball. Now 15 on the shot clock, 13 minutes on the game clock. Here's Roy, launches a three. It's no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds, untouched, and over to the Bears.
Yeah, John, Coach Drew talked before the game about how this team defensively has been almost elite in terms of its first shot defense. The challenge has been to follow that up with a great defensive rebound. They're getting more than their fair share tonight.
Bears lead by 6, 21-15 over the Cowboys. 12:42 to go. Retai in the paint. Turnaround jumper is good by Michael Retai.
It's another guy I think could have a big night tonight. Oklahoma State doesn't want to play defense long. They reach and they grab.
Here's a drive in by Kanye Clary. Ooh, man, they call a foul on Isaac Williams. That is a tough foul because I thought it might be a tie-up instead of a foul, but the first personal on Williams.
Yeah, and not a lot of complaint from the Baylor bench. I mean, one thing that makes Isaac Williams so good in terms of on-the-ball defense is he's so athletic and he's strong. In fact, Charlie Melton says, pound for pound, probably the strongest player on the team.
Pretty impressive. Inbounds it comes, and ball knocked right back out by oh no, a foul is called.
Yeah.
It is on Cameron Carr, who says he was held on that play.
You know, and that's 2 on Carr. In fact, Agbum's going to come in and get him. So that's 2 on Carr and 1 apiece on Williams and Retai. And with a 7-man rotation, fouls are a real issue in this game.
Absolutely. Andrea Vukovic is on, the 6'11 Serbian is on in the post position for Oklahoma State. They inbound on the baseline. Carr does come to the bench. Retai back out there. Looking to drive as Clary gets to the paint, lays it up and in, scoops it in, does Kanye Clary.
Yeah, he's not necessarily a scorer, but he's a deliverer. That time, just broke the defense down, made an acrobatic shot. It was well guarded. Got to give him credit.
23-17, Cowboys close within 6. Bears have led by as much as 10. Obi Agbum for the Bears, bounces to Retai. Mid-range on the right side. He dribbles into the paint. Shot up short, front iron, loose ball tipped out, and controlled by Anthony Roy. No, not Roy, Victorious Miller. He brings it up. Shoots a three, knocks it down. Cowboys pull within 3.
You know, you think you're guarding him, you think you've got him, and then he pulls up and sticks a 3. It's really hard to defend a guy like that, particularly when there are 2 of them. Roy and Miller really make it hard on a defense.
Miller has 3 made threes here in the first half. Cowboys within 3 of Baylor. Obi Agbum gives to Tunde Yesufu between the rings. He dribbles on the right side of the floor, drives to the baseline, leans in, shot no good. Ball knocked around. Vukovic couldn't handle it, but Anthony Roy does. Roy brings it up. He'll drive, layup, blocked. Another block from behind by Isaac Williams. It starts the break the other way, and Yesufu lays it in for 2.
And it was the block again by Williams that ignited the fast break. Bears had numbers up the floor, got it in transition, and got a bucket.
25-20, Bears on top, 10:50 to play, first half. Here's a drive by Clary. His shot is blocked from behind by Caden Powell. Bears have numbers the other way. Williams all the way. Stops. Shot up and in by Isaac Williams.
Unbelievable play. That's a guy that can come in and really change the complexion of a game just with his effort. That's 2 big plays by Williams in a row.
It's 27-20, Bears on top, 10.5 minutes to play, first half. Cowboys ball. Kanye Clary dribbles between the rings. Passes it on the left side to Isaiah Coleman, who's in. To Vukovic. Pass deflected and stolen by Yesufu. Pass ahead, tried to hit Williams, and it's stolen away. Bears trying for the break there. Pass was stolen by Victorious Miller. Miller to Clary on the right side to Roy. Roy, reach around foul is going to be called on Baylor's Tunde Yesufu. That is his first of the first half. 15th foul on the Bears, and will get us to a timeout. Timeout on the floor, 9:59 to play. First half from Stillwater. It's Baylor 27, Oklahoma State 20. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 Basketball, the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Tonight, hosted Auto Family season ticket holders of the game are Party and Stacey James. They have been season ticket holders for over 20 years. Let's give them a big round of applause for their support of Cowboys basketball.
Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit
Bedford
card.
Bank is through the unit round organization. Bedford's Michael will once again the left.
It's never been easier.
All right, get up with me. Give us a beat.
Vukovic is Andrea Vukovic.
Vukovic?
Yeah. Andrea Vukovic.
Integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer through contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like that. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game. Then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's ride.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Big 12 Basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Well, Oklahoma State 2 fouls away from the bonus, and we're midway through the first half. A couple of stats you want to know about Oklahoma State. In terms of free throws made per game, they are 9th in the country. They make 20, a little over 20 free throws a game, and free throws attempted per game, 17th in the country, right at 27 free throw attempts per game. So you want to keep those guys off the line, and the guys that get their way to the line are great free throw shooters. That's, again, any team that can really score has the ability to get to the line and get you points at the line.
How about the blocks by Isaac Williams? He's 6 foot. We list him as 6'1". He's tied for second in the nation in total blocks for players 6'1" or shorter. Pretty amazing. 11 on the season, 2 already in the first half tonight. Now here's a conversation going on between Darren White, one of the officials, and James Nagy. What do you think that was about?
I don't know, but he's pleading his case. I'm talking about Nagy pretty emphatically. Somehow we're back to play.
With the 7'7" wingspan, he was on the inbounder. Cowboys get it inbounds. They feed Christian Coleman driving down the paint, and he lays it in for 2.
You know, both teams offensively have been really impressive, but Oklahoma State not only can make threes, it's a really good passing team.
3 by Obi Agbum, left wing is good. Agbum, his second made 3 here in the first half.
Really good to see him back on track shooting the ball. He shot it poorly, frankly, in Big 12 play. He's made back-to-back threes in this one.
Bears lead by 8, 30-22, 9:23 to play, first half. A drive on the baseline by Vukovic is shot, no, by Isaiah Coleman, I apologize. He is fouled as he drives in. Foul's going to be on James Nagy, his first tonight.
Yeah, and like any good driver, he took it right into the chest of the defender, and that was Nagy. In fact, Coach Drew's telling Nagy right now, don't really try to block anything. Just be 7 foot tall, 255 pounds with a 7'7" wingspan.
Yeah.
That probably ought to do it.
So here's Coleman at the free throw line. First one is good. He's a 65% free throw shooter. How about Oklahoma State? 76% as a team. Second best in the league.
Yeah, and again, going back to those stats I just reeled off to you, they get there a lot. They average 20 of 26 in each game this season from the line.
One of two by Coleman at the line. He missed the second one. It's 30-23. Bears on top. 9:12 remaining before halftime. Isaac Williams from nearby Oklahoma City dribbles between the rings. Now dribbles to the free throw line. Gives to Agbum. He'll launch another three. This one's no good. Back iron. Long rebound. Chased down by Agbum. Bears get a reset. Agbum on the right wing. Gives to Retai on the left side. Into the left corner to Yesufu. Back outside to Retai. Bears working around the perimeter now with 8 to shoot. Agbum drives left side of the paint, gets it back outside, 2 to shoot. Williams has to put it up, and he hit it to beat the shot clock.
And that's probably not the guy they were drawing a play up for, but in desperation, you just want a shot. It came from Williams with a couple of guys coming at him really hard.
The lead is 10 for the Bears. It equals their biggest in the first half. And here is another foul called on James Najee. He disagrees with the call. He's got that look on his face, and here's Obi Agbum that goes over to calm him down a little bit. Now Najee will go to the bench as Caden Powell checks back in. Rick Crawford talks to Scott Drew right in front of us, explaining the call.
Yeah, well, there's trouble in the low post right now. The Bears are pretty thin there, obviously, and you've got 2 fouls apiece for Powell and Najee.
Parsa Fala shooting free throws, and the first one is no good. He won't get the bonus. Bears the other way in a hurry.
Yeah, great pass up the floor to Retai. Another big play, forced a turnover, and made it happen at the other end.
And a miss by Fala. Fight for the rebound. Fala gets it back. Working against Powell. Hook shot, good. Parsa Fala has 8 in the first half.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State just attacked the rebounder that time. It was Powell, who never really got his hands around the ball, took it from him. It was a scramble, and Fala ended up with it.
35-25, 10-point Baylor lead. Here's a reach-in foul. It's on the Cowboys' Victorious Miller, the LSU transfer. That'll get us to a timeout. Baylor playing with a short bench again tonight. No Dan Skillings. He's not dressed out. Had some sort of knee injury suffered against Houston. Not available for this game tonight. But the Bears lead it by 10 on the road with 7:50 to play before halftime. It's Baylor 35, Oklahoma State 25 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam that cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shop. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do is true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey, y'all.
Shots are coming easier.
Yeah,
you know.
This is a better game for us.
Yeah.
Here's the real deal. When you donate to shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill,
thank you,
Weston. Good job. Training and even a high school diploma. HFC Goodwill celebrates 70 years strong and still changing lives with the power of work. That's something we're celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Internet. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast.
How much room there? Sorry.
It's a good stat.
Yeah.
Largest lead we've had over a major.
Listening to Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back to Gallagher-Iba Arena here in Stillwater. Again, our courtside cam is brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Thanks for tuning in. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel, and you can look right into our spot here in Gallagher-Iba. Students behind us, so far very well behaved. We appreciate that.
That's right.
Let's hope that continues. Maddie Wellborn's tuned in. Long day, wrangling 3 kids by herself, and she's going to settle in and watch us this evening.
Kick your feet up and just enjoy. And right now, enjoying a 10-point lead for the Bears, 7:50 to go in the first half. And John, we said before the game, wanted to keep an eye on defensive rebounds for the Bears because they've struggled in that area. They have 10, like they've out-rebounded Oklahoma State. Not that many shots to be rebounded, but Baylor has rebounded 10 shots. So 9 of Oklahoma State's 10 misses have been rebounded by the Bears.
And Pat, it is Baylor's ball to inbound on their baseline coming out of the timeout. Isaac Williams gets it into Cameron Carr, drives on the baseline left, shot no good. Getting one of those patented drives by Carr. Usually gets the bucket or is fouled. Neither on that play. Cowboys have it their half of the floor. 3 left side by Roy. That one's no good. Caden Powell the rebound for the Bears. Powell to Williams up the floor in a hurry. The long pass to Retai on the left wing. Retai back to Williams. He'll drive into the paint. Passes back outside the arc to Agbum. To Williams for 3, and it's good by Isaac Williams.
That is just great ball movement by Baylor that time up the floor. Not a lot of dribbling. If there was a dribble, it was with purpose. And then more passing. 3 passes around the horn, got it to Williams in the corner. He was wide open.
13-point lead, biggest of the night for the Bears at 38-25. Under 7 minutes to go before halftime. Here's Roy on the right wing, kicked the ball and tried to chase it down, couldn't get it. That was in large part due to the defensive pressure of Isaac Williams.
And how about Isaac Williams in the first half? Talk about giving a team a boost off the bench. He didn't start this game. He's got 10 in the game, hasn't missed a shot in 4 attempts. 2 of those are threes, and he has 3 rebounds in the game. Got a block shot, and just the pressure that he applies on the ball when he's guarding, just man-to-man, that time was relentless, and Roy kicked it out of bounds.
Wow. Big time start to this game by Isaac Williams. Bears lead 38-25. 6.5 minutes to play before halftime. Carr, a 3, right side, is good by Cameron Carr.
Another great effort, and that's a shot that comes, it's way outside the three-point line, but it came after the team spent 3 or 4 passes looking for a better shot.
16-point lead for the Bears on the road in the first half. Clary has a look at a 3. 1 dribble to the right side. Shot no good. Offensive rebound by Christian Coleman. Put back is no good. Rebound Baylor. Obi Agbum into the front court for the Bears, who lead at 41-25 with 6 minutes to play before halftime. Agbum drops it off for Caden Powell. Powell to Carr. Another 3 attempt. This one's good. Wow. Back-to-back threes by Cameron Carr, and the Bears lead by 19. Timeout, Steve Lutz.
And that's what Carr can do, John. He is not only a scorer, he's a shooter. And when he gets that feel, when he sees a couple go in, you've really got to guard him. In fact, you got to keep the ball out of his hands. You could tell when he caught that pass, he was cocked and ready to fire, and he's made 2 threes in a row, and the Bears have a 19-point lead to show for it.
How about Carr? He's got 12 points in the first half. You mentioned Isaac Williams has 10 himself, and the Bears lead by 19 on the road with 5:51 to go in the first half.
Yeah, and 9 of 12 are the Bears right now from a three-point line.
We had Cam Carr on with us after the Houston game. Remember what he said there? He was determined. Yep. You could tell listening to him. He didn't like that losing. Bears had dropped 3 straight. And you could tell by his demeanor and the tone of his voice, he was going to do whatever he could to turn it around.
Yeah, and what he does is give this team a guy who is a bucket getter. I mean, when they need points, that's really where the ball is going to go, and he is such a difficult matchup for anybody because he's a 3-level scorer. He makes threes, seen plenty of those tonight, has a really good mid-range game, and then if you challenge him at the rim, he's going to work his way to the line.
Baylor in the first half is 9 of 12 from 3-point range, 75%, shooting 74% overall. That's how you build a 19-point lead on the road. Back to play, Cowboys ball. Here's Isaiah Coleman on the perimeter, gives to Kanye Clary. Drives in, passes on the baseline, 3 right corners, an air ball. Missed by Coleman, but rebounded by Fowler. He'll kick it outside to Clary. Clary, top of the key, he'll shoot a 3. That's an air ball out of bounds. Was it touched by? It was touched by Isaac Williams. You got to give him a block shot on that, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I didn't see that he touched it, but that's what had to happen because the ball just rolled out of bounds. but that's going to give Oklahoma State the ball with 0.6 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah. 0.6. That's almost a inbounds touch. No, that's after the buzzer. Inbounds to Clary. He sidestepped Williams running at him, put the shot up, but the shot clock expires.
And, John, the defense in this game by Baylor is the best we have seen in a long time. Now, this is a different kind of team. It's a team that wants to spend more time in the open floor than in the half court, but it has been difficult for Oklahoma State to score in this game, particularly since that last media timeout where the Bears have really extended.
44-25 is the Baylor lead. Cowboys 11-0 on their home floor this season. Retai nearly had the ball stolen away. He regains possession, now drives, runner, good by Retai.
You know, he chased the ball down in the backcourt. He beat an Oklahoma State defender to it, and he turned around, and it's 5-on-4 Baylor. He took it all the way to the rim. Nobody made him change directions.
And a steal by Cameron Carr. Bears have numbers to Retai. Lay-in is good by Retai. Bears pouring it on in the first half. They lead by 23 over the Cowboys.
And right now the Bears are really fueling their transition game with turnovers. They're forcing them live ball turnovers that they're able to score on the other end.
Cowboys shot short range, no good. Loose ball. Fowler picks it up. Caden Powell had lost his footing, and Fowler puts it in for two.
And Powell's doing a great job on the defensive glass. That time, and second time in this game, he's lost control of the ball when he brought it down. Oklahoma State is attacking the rebounder, and it paid off there.
That was a 13-2 run by the Bears prior to that shot by Fowler. It's a 48-27 Baylor lead. Baylor ball, 4-minute mark. Williams drives in. He is bumped. He'll go to the free throw line. Good job by Isaac Williams. You think he likes playing back in his home state?
Well, he's got 42 people in the stands watching him play. And, John, I can't recall when he's played better in a game. We'll come back after this media timeout with him shooting a couple of free throws.
Timeout comes with exactly 4 minutes on the clock, first half, and our score. Baylor 48 to Oklahoma State 27. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and
Holy moly.
What is starting with the mindset?
It's a crisp, clear burst of human life. And it's going to be
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to starring than the other. Who is it?
Victor Blake is through the injured round against the Richmond Pirates. So once again, the left. All right, Cowboys fans, hands up. T-shirts coming your way, courtesy of Spidey.
Retai Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy an impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Retai Associates, official optometrist of Baylor.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice, lightning fast. Tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races. Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
Still shooting 76%.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball.
Go.
On the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Hellberg's. Fans, don't miss out on Texas' Top 50 barbecue, located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across the state of Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
John, we talked about the upswing really in Baylor defensively in this game. They forced 5 turnovers. That's not excessive by Oklahoma State, but the Bears have scored virtually on every one of those turnovers. They have 9 points off turnovers, and so it's nice to see a step in the right direction from the Baylor defense. We'll go back to play with Isaac Williams, who's been out of sight in the first half, shooting a couple of free throws. And really, you think about when he came into the game, he provided a spark. I mean, he just ignited this team, and he did it primarily on the defensive side of the floor. Now he's augmented that with some big threes and plays like the one that are going to work him to the free throw line here.
Now the foul was on Coleman prior to the timeout. We'll begin play again with Isaac Williams at the free throw line. First one is good. Williams, the sophomore from Oklahoma City, transferred to Baylor from A&M Corpus Christi. What a first half going for Isaac Williams. Second free throw is good also.
You know, he was 2 of 5 against Houston, and after that game, John, we watched him shoot about 100 free throws when the lights were virtually off in Foster Pavilion.
Yeah. 50-27, Baylor on top. Cowboys bring it up, and Jalen Curry loses the handle.
Yep.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's the second time an Oklahoma State player against intense pressure from the Baylor defense has kicked the ball out of bounds on an attempted drive.
So Bears ball. Here's a little backcourt pressure. Bears have Agbum and Williams on the floor at the same time. They get to the mid-court stripe. Williams tries to pass it to Retai, and he shoots it into the second row.
Yeah, that's the first time Oklahoma State has shown full-court press, and it worked. I thought it really caught the Bears off guard, one of their rare turnovers in this game.
Here's a drive by Christian Coleman. He goes to the rim. Shot, no. Was he tied up?
He was by Williams.
Wow, Isaac Williams.
Yep.
What a half going for Isaac Williams.
Again, he doubled down from the perimeter on the drive and just got his hands on the ball and tied it up. And Coleman had a head of steam, saved a bucket, did Williams on that help.
Jalen Curry inbounds, gets it into Fowler right under the bucket, and he banks it in with his right hand.
He has 12 in the first half. We said averaging over 20 points a game in Big 12 play.
50-29 is the Baylor lead. 3:18 to go before halftime. What a first half. Bears shooting 76% from the floor. Tunde Yesufu, right side of the floor, gives it back to Agbum. He'll launch a three. This one's no good. Good rebounding position. Christian Coleman brings it down. Brings it up himself all the way. Runner, no. Rebound, he had it and lost it out of bounds. So Coleman misses the shot, can't grab the loose ball. It's Baylor's ball.
Yeah, late transition defense by the Bears, and they heard a lot about the need from the coaches in pregame to get back and form a wall and then go find a player. And Oklahoma State is so fast, again, number 4 in the country in adjusted tempo. They play really fast, was able to get at the length of the floor. Bears were slow to retreat.
Little backcourt pressure again. Isaac Williams breaks that. He's going to take it all the way. Little Euro step, and he lays it in with his left hand. What a half. It continues for Isaac Williams, now 14 in the half. Fowler answers for Oklahoma State with a short-range banker.
Yeah, just pressure. We talk about teams that pressure you defensively. Oklahoma State pressures you with their offense. They're constantly moving to the rim.
Bears trying alley-oop to James Najee. Coach Drew thought he was bumped. The ball goes flying away and over to Oklahoma State. Pass underneath, knocked out of bounds by Michael Retai. Will stay with the Cowboys. 23 on the shot clock, 2:15 on the game clock.
Yeah, that's the third deflection that I've seen in the first half by the Baylor defense. Just high hands, making sure that every pass is contested. And a team like Oklahoma State that is a rhythm offensive team, if you're having to work through deflections and passing lanes are closing up, take some of that rhythm away.
Timeout, Scott Drew, 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. Fun to come to Stillwater. I know it's a special place for Baylor President Linda Livingstone and the first gent, Brad Livingstone, both basketball letter winners during their time here at Oklahoma State. And President Livingstone's dad, Doyle Perrick, was a member of the 1945 National Championship team at Oklahoma State. Played for Henry Iba.
Yeah, legendary coach in the state of Oklahoma.
Perrick, Mr. Perrick.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, coached at Oklahoma City, won some championships there, then went to OU, as I recall, spent some time coaching at the women's, at the collegiate level, women's teams. And is in, as I recall, John, in the Oklahoma Hall of Fame.
Wow.
So, legendary coach.
Very nice.
Yep.
Homestanding Cowboys, these fans are stunned right now by this shooting display by the Bears in the first half. Baylor's at 74% shooting. That includes 69% from three-point range. Baylor's at 9 of 13 threes in the first half.
2:15 to go in the first half. I think this is a really important time of the game where the Bears maintain the momentum they've had for the entire first half into halftime, because Oklahoma State's going to make a run at some point.
21-point lead. Bears have led by as much as 23. Cowboys inbound the ball. They're half of the floor. Oh, here's an inbounds and a three put up by Victorious Miller. He didn't hit the shot, but a foul is called, and it's on James Najee. Pat, that is 3 on Najee.
Yeah, and there was really no reason for that foul. All you have to do is get your wingspan up and just make sure that it's a tough shot for the shooter. And this is a guy that you do not want to put at the free throw line. Najee has a lot to learn yet, but that's a foul that he'd like to have back.
So 3 free throws coming for Victorious Miller. 83% free throw shooter, 6th best in the Big 12. First one is good. That's tough. 3 fouls on Najee in the first half.
That's right. And you want those fouls to be meaningful fouls, and that really was just not. He went really hard at the shooter and just really lost control of his balance. He was trying to get a block. It's sort of make a good play. Don't try to make a great play. A good one will do. Backfired on him, and Miller makes 3 free throws.
It's like hitting that 3, but worse because you got 3 fouls now on Najee.
It's true.
It's 52-34. Baylor on top. Backcourt pressure again by the Cowboys. They break it. Michael Retai, the pass to Agbum. Ooh, tried the alley-oop to Tunde Yesufu. Overshot him out of bounds. Pat, here's what you were talking about. You got to finish the half strong. It's been such a great first half. The Bears turn it over there.
That's right. Oklahoma State has gotten a 3 in the 15 seconds since we made that statement. You got to finish the half strong.
Jalen Curry on the left wing. He'll give the ball to Victorious Miller. Miller guarded way away from the basket by Caden Powell. Miller to Roy in the right corner. Ball knocked out of bounds. Oh, it's a travel.
Yeah.
It was knocked out of bounds, but a traveling call on Anthony Roy.
And that is great defense by Tunde Yesufu. You've got to be with Roy when he catches the ball. If you're running at him when he catches it, you are way too late. Yesufu was there on the catch, and Roy just bobbled the ball out of bounds again.
Rough half going for Roy, their leading scorer, 17.6 points per game. He's 1 for 5 from the floor. That was a 3-pointer, so he's got 3 points. Bears ball leading 52-34. Watt Williams gives the ball to Powell, driving to the bucket. He is fouled, hit hard and to the floor. Foul is going to be on. Now he signaled 0. Is that on Jalen Curry? Now it's on Fowler. Fowler, his first personal foul. Just the 5th team foul on Oklahoma State here in the first half. And it puts Caden Powell at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's 1 of 2 there. First one by Powell is good. And, John, what a great play by Williams and Powell. Little 2-man game up front. Powell comes up, sets a ball screen, and slipped. Williams saw him do that, and Powell had a full head of steam to the basket and drew the foul.
Caden Powell, 6'9", 224-pound senior, transfer from Rice. Second one is no good, but Yesufu, the rebound and the putback for 2.
And that's what he does best. John, think about it. That's a 3-point possession for the Bears at a critical point in the game, minute 14 to go in the half, to get him a 21-point lead back.
At 55-34. Here's Victorious Miller on the perimeter. Bounces to Fowler. Little jump hook right side is good. That's been very effective for Oklahoma State here in the first half. Fowler now has 16 points in the first 20 minutes. It's 55-36. Bears lead by 19. Baylor ball, Yesufu on the left wing. Little ball fake. 16-footer up and in by Yesufu.
You know, he's just finally having the kind of night he's been hoping for a while. He's now 6 of 7 from the floor. Every shot has been efficient.
57-36, Bears lead. Drive to the bucket, layup no good by Isaiah Coleman. Rebound Bears. Yesufu on the run out. Right side, shot, no good. Caden Powell the follow, but it's going to be an offensive goaltend called on Caden Powell.
You know, and as Yesufu got the loose ball, was running up the floor with it, the entire Baylor bench was yelling at him to stop. We were under the 30-second shot clock, 22.8 seconds left in the half. Yesufu didn't hear it, and he's so aggressive. He just even if he had heard it, he might not have resisted the urge to take it all the way to the rim.
That guy is full speed ahead.
I'm telling you.
So Powell did flush the miss by Yesufu, but it was an offensive goaltend. Ball for the Cowboys. Curry's three will roll in from the left corner.
He was so wide open.
Here come the Bears. Final 2 seconds. Williams at the buzzer. Front iron no good by Isaac Williams. I fully expected that shot to go in with the half that Isaac Williams has had.
Yeah, it's a good look. In fact, I was a little surprised they got such a good look with little time on the clock. But Williams is a jet from one end of the floor to the other. So the Bears finished on. They dominated the first half. Were good the last 2 or 3 minutes of the half. And if you'd have told me they'd have a 57-39 lead at halftime when we got here, not sure I'd have believed you.
How about that? Big time first half for the Bears. Pat will give you all the first half stats coming up in just a moment. We'll also hear from Baylor women's coach Nikki Collin. They are in Utah, the Beehive State, to play a couple of games this week. Halftime from Stillwater. Our score, Baylor 57, Oklahoma State 39. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Good to go?
You go.
Boy.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank.
Good ID coming back.
Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card.
Okay.
With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of fun.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make moves. Built to roll with the punches and to lift the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 invention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trend. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and
You got that Nikki Collin bite. We'll use that here.
Okay. You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Halftime from Stillwater. Baylor up big on Oklahoma State, 57-39, our halftime score. Welcome in to the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Pat will give us all the first half stats coming up in a bit. We'll give you scores of other games in the Big 12 coming up in just a moment as well. Right now, let's hear from Nikki Collin, Baylor women's basketball coach. The Baylor women won twice at home last week, dropped 2 spots in the polls. Can't explain that. They're number 18 in the nation, and they are on a tour of the Beehive State this week. They're in Utah. They'll play the Utah Utes tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Central Time. Then finish at BYU at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Coach Collin asked at her press conference in Waco earlier today if the elevation of playing 2 games in Utah this week is a factor.
Last year we played at elevation and we made everything we shot at Colorado, so that was really helpful. Because it was a stretch too where we played Wednesday at Colorado, Saturday here against Iowa State, and Monday on the road at K-State, and so we were lucky enough to rest 4 of our 5 starters on the fourth quarter. So I don't know that it impacted us because we shot the ball so well. I think 2 years ago against BYU is arguably the worst game we've played. One of them. I'm sure there's some arguments for some others, but you know, we do what we can. We drink beet juice, so we don't go there and do anything different. I will try to sub the best of my ability. So if that's the question, yes. You know, I think you have to see it in them and sub when you can sub. You know, I don't think it's the fact that TCU dropped the second game on the road trip at Utah at elevation. I think this is going to be a really tough for every team in our league that makes this swing trip, you know, and plays 2 games.
That is Nikki Collin, Baylor women's coach, winners of 4 straight in Big 12 play, number 18 in the nation. They'll play at Utah coming up tomorrow night. On the air at 7:30, tip-off at 8 on the Baylor Sports Media Network with Derek Smith and Lori Fogelman from Salt Lake City. Well, we'll check scores of other games around the Big 12 coming up in a bit, but when we come back, Pat has first half stats. A hot shooting half by the Bears gives them a 57-39 lead over Oklahoma State at halftime here in Stillwater. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
We'll return live from Stillwater in just a moment on the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Bears up on the Cowboys, 57-39 at the intermission on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family.
Come see our new collision center, now open
to serve you even better for many years to come.
Enjoy the game. Then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hot hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
All right, Cowboys,
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From Gallagher-Iba Arena on the campus of Oklahoma State University, the Bears have surged in the first half, and they are up 18 at halftime. 57-39, Bears lead, and shot it lights out. They made 9 of 14 threes, 22 of 30 overall, so that's 73% from the floor, 64% from the three-point line, just 4 of 6. Actually, both teams just 4 of 6 at the free throw line in the first half, but it was a shooting clinic by the Bears in the first. 4 different players already in double digits as the Bears are at 57 at halftime. By the way, 57 points is the most points Baylor has scored in the first half against a Big 12 team going back to 1980-81. Actually made 56 at Kansas State when K-State was a member of the Big 12 in 2020. And again, just 4 guys that really found the range at the right time together. 14 for Isaac Williams, 5 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 at the three-point line, 12 for Cameron Carr, 4 of 5 at the three-point line. Tunde Yesufu, 6 of 7 from the floor. He's got 13. And then Michael Retai, 5 of 7 from the floor. He has 10 in the first half. Bucket for Caden Powell, a couple of rebounds. Obi Agbum with 3 rebounds in the first half, 4 assists, and he has 6 points in the first half. That does it for Baylor scoring. James Najee played 4 minutes, picked up 3 fouls, did not score. Oklahoma State, a couple different players in double digits. Parsifala has been unguardable, 16 points. He's got 6 rebounds in the first half, 12 points for Victorious Miller on 3 of 3 shooting from the three-point line. And then a bucket apiece for Christian Coleman, Kanye Clary, and then Anthony Roy, who is the leading scorer on this team on the season, took just 5 shots, made 1 of those. He has 3 in the first half, 3 for Jalen Curry as well, and that gets Oklahoma State up to 39 at halftime. Bears won the battle of the backboards 14-13. Bears with 8 second chance points on 3 offensive rebounds, pretty efficient there. Oklahoma State with 4 second chance points on 8 offensive rebounds. Bears done a nice job on the defensive glass, which has been a growing edge for them in conference play for sure. Other stats, Bears turned it over just 6 times, leading to 12 Oklahoma State points. Oklahoma State turned it over 8 times, leading to 10 Baylor points off those turnovers. Big stat in the ball game. We said coming in, Oklahoma State is the 4th fastest team in terms of adjusted tempo in the country, and the Cowboys have just 3 fast break points in the first half. Compare that to 10 for the Bears in the first half, who were able to turn defensive rebounding and turnovers into fast break opportunities. So 10 of 57 by the Bears in the open floor. Oklahoma State shot it not poorly, 46.9%. They made 5 of 11 threes. And again, both teams 4 of 6 from the free throw line here at halftime. Tell you, a lot of basketball left to be played. Can the Bears pick up their first Big 12 win of the season tonight in Stillwater? We'll find out. Another 20 minutes left to play. Second half right around the corner here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up-the-year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, quite a first half by the Bears, their highest scoring half of the season, to put it mildly. In fact, Baylor in 3 conference games, Pat, was averaging 59.3 points per game. They had 57 at halftime tonight here in Stillwater.
Yeah, and you wonder, is that lack of offense or just really good defense? And I think it's the latter. I mean, you play 2 of the top 5 defensive teams in the country, Iowa State and Houston. They're going to do that to you. This is a game that's been played at a pace that's a little more to Baylor's liking, and they got 57 in the first half because of it.
Let me give you some scores around the Big 12. One of interest in Lawrence, where Baylor will play on Friday. Houston's winning over West Virginia. They're in Houston. 7th-ranked Cougars lead 48-34. 11:43 to play second half. Halftime from Lawrence. Kansas hosting now 2nd-ranked Iowa State. They lead 44-23 at halftime. They lead by 21 over the previously undefeated Cyclones.
Think about that. Kansas has scored 44 points and a half on Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Yeah, number 3 in the country in defensive efficiency. So, we've said it a couple times, say it again. Welcome to the Big 12.
Oh, man. Kansas lost to West Virginia their last time out, and they're taking it out on Iowa State at this point. How about this? Josie Hutton tells us 57 is the most points Baylor scored in the first half against a Big 12 team dating back to 1980-81 season. They had 56 against K-State in 2020, but that's the closest. The most going back to when you were wearing these uniforms with the Baylor script on the front.
That was a long, long time ago.
How about that?
Yeah.
So Baylor's doing something in the first half tonight they have not done in a long time. Leads to the big lead, 57-39.
Something else they've done, John, and this is not a small thing. Oklahoma State comes into the game number 9 in the country in free throws made per game at over 20. They've taken 6 free throw attempts in the first half, and Bears have to continue that in the second. You want to keep Oklahoma State off the free throw line. Not only do they get there a lot, they make 77% of those free throws. That's a big plus for this team on the road.
How about that? Bears lead it 57-39. We're about to begin the second half. That'll wrap up the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Well, these fans aren't letting up here in Stillwater, especially the students. They are just back. Began classes yesterday after the Christmas break, and they're here in full force. What's the message from Coach Drew to the team at halftime?
I think pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, John, I don't see them shooting in the second half the way they did in the first. And on the road, defense is going to win you games. I think this half for Baylor is all about defense.
It is Baylor's ball to begin the second half. Bears in the gold uniforms on the road shoot to the basket to our right in front of their bench here in the second half. Powell feeds Retai, drives into the paint, muscles the shot up, no good. Heavily defended there by Parsa Fowler, and Fowler grabs the rebound. Bears come away without adding to their lead. First possession of the second half. Cowboys ball, they shoot to the basket to our left. Gray uniforms, orange and black trim. Kanye Clary drives in, drops it off for Fowler. Short range shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. And it's going to be Baylor's ball. I'm not sure what they called there. I don't know if it was a foul or the ball just went out of bounds.
I'm not real sure. I think it rolled out of bounds. The ball was very much up for grabs. But, John, again, I think the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half, Bears need to continue to set the tone. And the tone second half is more defense than offense.
Bears ball. Michael Retai has it far side of the floor for the Bears. Now to Caden Powell, now to Cameron Carr. To Obi Agbum, and Agbum hits a three. First points of the second half by the Bears.
Yeah, 3 for 5 out there. That's the kind of shooting touch we saw from him in non-conference.
It is 60-39, Baylor on top of the Cowboys. Oklahoma State ball, looking for their first points of the second half. Work it around the perimeter, now right side to Victorious Miller. Thought about a three, didn't take it, gives to Roy. Roy really held in check in the first half. He gives it to Christian Coleman. Coleman knocks down the 19-footer, top of the key.
You know, the defense Yesufu is playing on Roy in this game right now is suffocating. He's really having a hard time getting a shot, and he's used to taking a lot more shots than he's taken in this game.
Here is Fallow with the steal of the pass on the perimeter drive, layup. No, he missed it. Caden Powell gets back defensively, and he grabs the rebound on the missed layup attempt. Bears. Cameron Carr gives to Michael Retai. Back to Carr, back to Agbum out top. Agbum top of the key around the screen of Caden Powell. Now gives the ball to Caden Powell. He'll give to Cameron Carr. 10 to shoot. Carr a three. It's good. He drilled it from the right side.
You know, you can tell when a shooter is in a groove, and he is in one right now. That ball comes off of his hand so soft, and we had a direct line right behind him, and that ball was in the second it left his fingers.
And he knew it, too. Everybody could tell, but he knew it. Here's a missed short-range banker that is no good by Oklahoma State. Baylor rebound. Cam Carr will bring it up. 63-41. Baylor leads over the Cowboys. 2.5 minutes in, second half. Work the ball around the perimeter. Powell to Yesufu. Yesufu will launch a three. This one rims out, no good. Rebound on the run out by Kanye Clary. Clary working against Agbum, who gets back. Give to Roy for three, no good. Rebound Michael Retai. Well, the Bears had that rebound surrounded also.
They did, and Roy is a volume shooter. When he's not getting a lot of shots and he's not in this game, just hard for him to find a shooter's rhythm.
Agbum to Powell, left side to Retai, goes by his defender, extra pass to Powell, down low, and he banks it in.
Great pass from Retai. Coach Drew calls him a point forward. He's a very deceptive passer. When he gets the ball into space, does a really nice job finding an open guy.
That is a 24-point lead for the Bears now, 65-41, largest of the game. The official stop play. Maybe it was a kicked ball. Cowboys will put Vukovic back on the floor. Andrea Vukovic, 6'11". And they inbound the ball. Play continues. 22 on the shot clock. Christian Coleman on the left side. Vukovic, top of the key. He will hand to Clary. Clary, top of the key, dribbling, gives it left side to Roy. Outside the arc, head fake, drive, and scoops it up and in with his left hand.
Yeah, it's a good example of a shooter really getting, because he's got to be defended, getting the defender out close to him. In fact, Yesufu was trying to close on him. Roy turned the corner on him easily.
65-43 is the Baylor lead, nearing the 16-minute mark here in the second half. Right side, Carr drives on the baseline. Gives to Yesufu. Short-range jumper, left baseline is good.
Great pass by Carr. Right now he's got a target on his back, so he's drawing a lot of the attention of the defense.
And for Oklahoma State, Clary down the floor. He lays it in with a foul. Kanye Clary will have a chance at a three-point play. Foul is on Caden Powell, his first of the night.
You know, and a guy like Clary, he's not going to beat you at the three-point line. Neither of their point guards are great three-point shooters. You just have to, if you're going to give him anything, give him a look at the three-point line and make sure he doesn't turn the corner on you. That's where he's at his very best.
Timeout on the floor, 15:51 remaining, second half. Baylor leads Oklahoma State 67-45 here in Stillwater on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics. presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
Everything we do for you. Slam Dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs. And a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com.
We were averaging 59.3 points a game.
Yeah.
We've got 57 at halftime.
That's wild.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From Stillwater, Oklahoma, where Baylor leads over Oklahoma State 67-45. 4 minutes gone, second half. Pat, we never come to Stillwater and don't remember, and take a moment to remember the 10 who were lost in the plane crash. That anniversary is coming up January 27th. It'll be 25 years this year since that plane crash that killed 10 men associated with the program. 2 of those players, Will Hancock from Athletic Communications, Bill Teagan's their great broadcaster. We always remember and share in the loss for the Oklahoma State family.
You know, John, there's a great memorial when you walk into this arena, into the lobby that honors those 10. And, you know, we knew a few of those guys, and we go that far back, obviously. It's a solemn occasion, but we'll never forget those guys, ever.
25th anniversary coming up the end of this month. So the accident happened in the during the season. They had to finish out the season as Clary is shooting free throws, and they asked those of us in the Big 12 to fill in and do games. Yeah. And I was here. I did an Oklahoma Bedlam game. Cowboys won big. Very, very meaningful. And again, we shared that loss. Clary hits the free throw coming out after the break to complete the three-point play. Makes it 67-46. Baylor with the lead. Bears ball. Agbum gives to Carr. Drives into the paint. Lost the handle on the ball momentarily. Got it back. Misses the short-range shot. Powell can't claim the rebound. And Oklahoma State does. Cowboys run it the other way. Victorious Miller. Baseline right jumper, shot no good. Vukovic, the offensive rebound. Give outside to Anthony Roy. Roy will launch a three and hit it.
And, John, you cannot let that guy get heated up. Right now, Oklahoma State's going to start hunting threes. Might be a little early for that, but that's just their game. And it's Roy and it's Miller, some of those other guys. You can't let them shoot their way back into the game beyond the three-point line.
67-49 is the Baylor lead. 14:50 to play. Drive. Isaac Williams shot no good. Left it on the rim. Got his own miss. And then has it stripped away by Kanye Clary. Clary gives to Roy. Point blank there by Williams. Nice pass by Roy on the baseline, and the banker is good by Christian Coleman.
Yeah, a little bit of a roll for Oklahoma State coming out of that media timeout. You know they're going to make one, and this might be it. You can hear the crowd now getting behind them.
16-point lead for the Bears, 67-51. It was as much as 24. Ooh. Here's a three by Agbum that will quiet the crowd.
That's another guy that is shooting with more confidence than I've seen him shoot with in a long time.
70-51, Bears on top. Missed by the Cowboys on a quick shot. Rebound Vukovic, he gives to Clary, and Clary banks it in.
Yeah, Williams got the rebound, and he was pretty intent on getting the ball up the floor on the fly. He took off before he had the ball and he turned it over.
70-53 is the score. Bears attack. Agbum, three, rims out, no good. Retai bumped off the rebound. Caden Powell has it for the Bears. Here's Agbum. Puts up a three, trying to draw contact, shot no good, follow no, but a goaltending call.
Yeah, and it's a great effort that time by Baylor on the offensive glass. They couldn't bring the first miss down cleanly, and I think it was Retai batted the ball around, kept it alive, and the Bears end up with a great shot.
See who they give credit to for that bucket. Was it Retai or was it Caden Powell?
I don't know. We'll have to check it.
Okay.
All I know is a good one.
Retai gets credit for the bucket. He's got 12 points on the night. Bears lead at 72-53. Cowboys ball. Vukovic back between the rings. Gives to Kanye Clary. Clary working against the defensive Isaac Williams. Drives, shot, no, but a foul. Isaac Williams will be whistled for his second personal foul. That's another factor tonight. Baylor playing shorthanded. No Dan Skillings. James Najee had 3 first-half fouls. Nobody now except Williams and Cam Carr have 2. They have 2. Nobody else any more than that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to manage those fouls, too. Coach Drew's done a masterful job of it. But Cameron Carr picked up his second, John, about a third of the way into the game. Missed a good portion of the first half, and then came back and made a difference.
So it's Clary shooting free throws again. First one is good. 78% free throw shooter is Clary. Cowboys shot 81% from the line in their 12-point loss to Iowa State.
You know, John, you don't want to give up any buckets here, but 2s from a Baylor perspective, much better than 3s, because this is a team, Oklahoma State, that can bring themselves back into the game beyond the 3-point line.
Bears ball, 72-55 the lead, 13-minute mark. James Najee back on for Baylor. Williams feeds Retai. Passes left corner. Yesufu's 3. Left iron, no good. Rebound Cowboys. Anthony Roy brings it into the front court. He'll shoot a 3 and hit another 3.
Yeah, you just don't realize what his range is. That time Retai thought he had him, and I mean, he had to be 26 feet away, Roy did, and just let it fly. You have to know where he is. That's their chance.
72-58. Cowboys have closed the deficit. Cowboys fans getting into it here in the second half. Yesufu lobs for Caden Powell. No, lobs for Najee off his hands and stolen. Turnover by Baylor. Drive by Clary. Layup no good. Vukovic knocks the ball to Clary. Now a scramble on the floor. Najee goes to the floor to tie him up. Possession arrow favors Oklahoma State.
Yep. You know, we've seen that happen a lot. The Bears have been in great, I mean, their first shot defense has been really good, but in their attempts to get defensive rebounds, more times than not, seems like they've just struggled to bring the ball down cleanly, and that's because Oklahoma State is attacking the rebounder. You bring it down, you got to be really strong with the ball.
Baylor already with 5 players in double-figure scoring in this game tonight. They've got the lead. It's 14, 72-58, Baylor on top. Still a long way to go in this game, 12 minutes, 5 seconds.
Yeah, long way. And again, John, I'm going to say this several times. You just can't let those guys get heated up making threes. Those 2 guys, Miller and Roy, are some of the most accurate. In fact, Roy is the most accurate three-point shooter in conference play.
All right, Cowboys ball after the tie-up. Roy has it on the left wing. Najee, a hand in his face. Hits another 3. Boy, he is heated up. Anthony Roy, he had 3 points at halftime. Roy has 14 total now. Timeout, Scott Drew.
You got to figure out what you're going to do with him, and you can't leave Miller alone. This guy is an uncanny shooter, and you can tell from a Baylor defensive perspective, those guys don't, I think, appreciate the range that he has and the shots that he's willing to take. He had a guy 7 foot tall on him, and he was about 26 feet from the basket and let it fly and hit anything but net.
Roy is as hot as a Cowboy pistol right now, and he's pulled the Cowboys with 11:49 to play. Our score, Baylor 72, Oklahoma State 61. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones.
Long way to go.
Long way.
Built to roll with the punches.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trend. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For starting Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having me.
They're beating us on the offensive boards.
Yeah,
now.
they are.
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor.
They've got 8-second chance points in the second half.
One of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we can just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, it doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop to be hot hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Basketball brought to you in part by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor Men's Basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Our Baylor Coaches Show is back for the spring semester on Thursday this week. Come join us 6 to 7 p.m. live from Rudy's. Here from Michael Woodson, Baylor men's tennis coach, and Mitch Thompson, Baylor's head baseball coach.
John Bigstadt by the second media timeout. Baylor has given up 8-second chance points to Oklahoma State in the second half. That's been a problem for them in conference play.
That was a judicious timeout by Scott Drews. See what the Bears do coming out of the timeout. Pass nearly stolen on the dangerous cross-court pass. Bears save it. Carr's three. Missed badly from the right wing. Roy the rebound for the Cowboys. They run it the other way. Christian Coleman. He loses the handle in the paint area. On the floor to get the loose ball is Baylor's Caden Powell. Now to Isaac Williams into the front court. He is grabbed literally by Victorious Miller. Foul is called on Miller, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Personal foul number 2 on Miller in the game. Timeout comes with 11:15 to play, second half. Baylor up on Oklahoma State, 72-61 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family.
Come see our new collision center, now open.
To serve you even better for many years to come.
Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Ball is out, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
You're listening
to what that is.
Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Next action for the Bears, we stay on the road, headed to Lawrence to play the Jayhawks coming up on Friday night. A rare Friday night game in the Big 12. Pat, with the new television partners, Fox is one of those. They're going to really going to feature Baylor and KU on a Friday night. We look forward to that. Update from Lawrence right now. Iowa State closing the gap a bit. Kansas leads second-ranked Iowa State 58-44 with 10:16 to play in the second half.
Well, no lead is safe. Whether you're in Lawrence, Kansas, or in Stillwater, Oklahoma, Bears led by 18 at halftime. That lead is dwindled down to 11. And I think that timeout, John, was about trying to figure out what you do with Roy. He's got 11 points in the second half. Something we really didn't talk much about. Parsifala, who had 16 points, 7 rebounds first half, hurt himself early into the second half. and I don't even see him on the bench right now. I don't have a good look there, but he has not played meaningful minutes this half.
Tell you what, that is a big loss with him out of the lineup. Here we go back to play. Baylor's ball. Bears wearing the gold uniforms on the road. Sailor Bear on the lower left and right of their shorts. Williams drives, baseline. Gives to Yesufu, baseline right. Extra pass to Powell. Shot no good. Yesufu grabs the loose ball, and he lost it. Had it knocked away. And in all of that, a shot clock violation by the Bears.
Yeah, and John, again, another example of how the Bears have been in great rebounding position, but just seem to lose the ball in the process of bringing it in. That time, I thought it was Powell had a really good opportunity to score, brought it down to his waist, and it was a feeding frenzy.
Here's a steal by Yesufu on the perimeter. He will dunk it at the other end.
That's a big play.
Wow.
Bears needed a bit of a spark after that timeout called by Coach Drew, and Yesufu's the guy that typically is going to make it on the defensive side of the floor.
17 on the night by Tunde Yesufu, now Baylor's leading scorer. Cam Carr has 15, Isaac Williams 14, 12 apiece for Obi Agbum and for Cameron Carr. I'm sorry, 12 apiece for Michael Retai and Obi Agbum. Bears ball leading 74-61. Still 10 and a half minutes to play, second half. On the perimeter, it's Victorious Miller. Left side to Roy, a three. This one's no good. Back iron. Skying to get the rebound. Yesufu knocks it to Caden
He
Powell.
was open too.
Yeah.
He came off of a screen along the baseline. That's one of the better looks he's had tonight.
Here's Yesufu, runner right side is good. He wills it in.
That's back-to-back buckets for Tunde Yesufu, kind of play that he can make.
76-61, Cowboys down the floor in a hurry, and Clary has the easy short jumper.
Yeah, he is cat quick, and he's a strong guard. He's not very tall, but he's really thick, and when he turns a corner on you, it's really just, you're just putty to him.
76-63 is the Baylor lead, 9.5 minutes remaining. Retai lobs for Yesufu, head fake, shot up, rolls it in. Yesufu, 3 consecutive buckets.
Yeah, it's 6 in a row, and give his teammates credit. They posted him up down low and got it to him when he needed it.
78-63, Bears on top. Quick shot by the Cowboys, no good. Retai the rebound, pushes the tempo ahead to Williams, and he has the ball stripped away. Cowboys have numbers. Coleman, layup, good, and a foul.
And that's what Oklahoma State does. They feed off of turnovers like pretty much every team in the Big 12. They got one there, and it was a foot race to the other end. They had numbers, they found the right guy, and Retai was late to the play, and Oklahoma State with an opportunity for an and one.
Basketball was by Victorious Miller. He'll have a free throw looking to add to it. Foul was on Mikey Retai, his second personal tonight. Third team foul, is that right? Third team foul on the Bears here in the second half. Miller 83% at the line. He's 3 for 3 tonight. This one is no good. Vukovic got his hand on the ball, couldn't control it. Retai does, and he's fouled. So Retai had the rebound. He was fouled by Victorious Miller.
You know, it's another example there, John. That time Retai lost the handle on the ball after the rebound, but it just shows you what Oklahoma State's doing. They are reaching, grabbing, scraping at the ball. When you bring it down, no rebound is safe. Bears dodge a bullet there.
Third personal foul on Victorious Miller. Not in a shooting situation, only the second team foul on the Cowboys. 9-minute mark, second half. Baylor 78. Oklahoma State 65. Bears trying to win for their 10th straight trip to Stillwater. What a run. Here's Isaac Williams, drives in, went for the dunk, didn't get it. Followed by Powell is no good, but a foul. He went for the dunk.
You know, and I'm thinking, why did you even try that? But I think what he had in mind was, I'm going to tear the roof off this thing, and I'm going to work my way to the free throw line in the process. Actually, it may have been Powell that was fouled. It was on the offensive rebound, the miss by Williams. Powell got the rebound and, of course, drew the contact from Oklahoma State, works his way to the line.
Foul was on Jalen Curry. That is his first, the junior guard transfer from UMass. First free throw is good by Caden Powell.
Powell's having another really good night. 5 rebounds in the game. Gets another one down here, and he does. He's got 6.
Bears have 80. 80-65 is the Baylor lead with 8 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Cowboys ball. Christian Coleman on the left wing. He will hand it to Curry. Curry looks to drive, cut off by Retai. Spins around, gets it outside. There's Roy with the ball. Obi Agbam on him. Drive, kick into the right-hand corner. Williams, the defense, and a drive and a runner is good by Isaiah Coleman.
It's not bad defense. They headed Roy off at the pass on an attempt at a dribble drive, penetration to the bucket. He kicked it out to the corner, and there was good recovery. Just got to get Oklahoma State credit for that possession.
8-minute mark, second half, 13-point lead for the Bears. Carr to Caden Powell, he missed the dunk. He was right there, and he missed the dunk. Cowboys ball, Roy, three, no good. High bounce, Vukovic gets the offensive rebound, kick out to Curry, and he hits a three. Oh, man.
Yeah, what a turn of events. Powell took off a little further out than he thought he was and left that attempted dunk on the front of the rim, and that's all Oklahoma State needed. They got the ball, instant fast break for the Cowboys.
80-70. Cowboys close within 10, as close as they've been in some time. We'll have a media timeout, next dead ball. Isaac Williams holds the ball at midcourt, now in a double-team trap, gets the ball to Powell. To Retai, he drives on the baseline, dunks it and a foul.
What a great play. And Isaac Williams was the guy, he was the rudder of the ship out front playing the point guard position. He was waiting for a trap, he got it, and immediately kicked it up the floor, and the Bears had numbers, found the right guy, and finished with a dunk. Man, I'm telling you, John, that could not come at a better time.
How about the way that he exploded on the baseline, dunked it, was fouled by Christian Coleman, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play. Free throw Bears when we come back. 7:13 remaining, second half from Stillwater. It's Baylor 82, Oklahoma State 70 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
At Baylor Club, membership unlocks exclusive perks from networking with an incredible community to enjoying stunning spaces. But did you know you don't have to be a member to host your private event with us? Whether it's a wedding, corporate gala, or
ooh, that was big.
Oh, that was big.
How did Caden Powell miss that dunk, though?
You know, he thought he was closer.
Yeah.
Crafted by our executive chef, and relax knowing your event will be.
And then, of course, they come down and hit a three.
Yeah. Or just host in style. Call 254-710-8080.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day.
So since they made it tight, we called a timeout. We made 4 or 5 shots.
Oh, really? Wow.
Staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
That was a big play by Michael Retai going to the timeout. Gets him to 14 points on the night. Patty 7 of 10 shooting from the floor. 5 rebounds to go along with it. He'll have a free throw to try to complete a three-point play when we come back. That is our Texas Farm Bureau Insurance moment worth covering. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics.
And John, on the road, you have to answer runs made by the home team. You knew one was coming from Oklahoma State. They cut the lead to 11 at the 11:15 mark, and since that time, the Bears have made 4 of 5 shots. And in that span, Yesufu had, I think, 3 buckets in a row.
Yeah.
And so they answered. They're going to have to continue to do that. There is a lot of time left to play in this game. Bears looking to go up 13 if Retai gets a free throw down. But I think down the stretch, John, in this game, it is defense, limit threes, defensive rebounds. I think that they're going to get out of Stillwater with a win. That, to me, is the recipe.
Michael Retai at the free throw line, out of the timeout. His first trip there tonight. 73% on the year. This one is right down the middle. And the Bears' lead is 13, 83-70 over the Cowboys. Oklahoma State ball. Curry, a quick three. Shot no good. Yesufu the rebound.
Great defense. That's their first stop, John, in the last 7 minutes of this game. It's a bad shot. It's one that Curry doesn't feel comfortable taking. Bears with the rebound.
Agbum gives to Carr, now to Retai, back to Agbum between the rings. He's guarded by Jalen Curry. Agbum to Yesufu, three-point range, right side. Yesufu will drive. Runner too strong, loose ball. Vukovic claims it for Oklahoma State. Vukovic ahead to Jalen Curry. Give it on the left side, watch out for Roy, Anthony Roy. Whistle will stop play.
Yeah, it's a foul on Agbum, but I'm telling you, John, that's not a bad one at all. That's just his first personal foul of the game. He's got the unenviable task of keeping Roy from shooting Oklahoma State back in the game. They did a great job on Roy in the first half. He's broken loose for 11 here in the second.
First personal, as Pat said, on Obi Agbum. Cowboys inbound the ball. 20 on the shot clock. Here's Fowler back on, maybe for the first time this half. Parsa Fowler had a big first half for the Cowboys. Also, Kanye Clary is back out there. Give to Roy, step back three, short, no good. Tried to draw contact there, and Agbum wouldn't take the bait. Clary to Vukovic, shot up, no good. Rebound, Cameron Carr.
John, that's 2 stops in a row now. The Bears are forcing Oklahoma State to take off-balance shots, not real high percentage shots, and that's exactly what you need to win a game on the road. 5:45 and counting, up 13.
Bears ball. Cameron Carr has it way outside the arc. He will give to Caden Powell, top of the key. Couple of dribbles to the right side, gives it to Yesufu. Yesufu looks to drive, and he lost the handle. Turnover Bears. Oklahoma State will take it the other way. Roy, pull-up three is no good, front iron.
And now you get a little more conservative. We said pedal the metal at halftime. I think now with 5:16 to go, you don't want to shut it down, but Coach Drew is telling his team right now, move it, get some movement into the offense, run and get ready to run a play. 10-9 seconds on the shot clock. We're at 12 now.
Bears led by 18 at halftime, as much as 24 early in the half. Right now a 13-point advantage. Drive by Carr, runner no. Caden Powell knocked off the rebound, but it goes out of bounds off of Parsa Fowler.
And the great work by Caden Powell on the offensive glass to just keep that ball alive gives the Bears another 20 seconds. And right now the Bears are working the clock, not shutting it down, still going to have to score, but when they're defending the way they have the last couple of minutes, they can take their time on the offensive end.
20 on the shot clock, Bears inbound. Carr three, left side, in and out, didn't fall. Rebounded by Victorious Miller. Good look on the inbounds play by Cameron Carr. Carr has not scored, he has one three-pointer here in the second half. Drive, shot, no, but Isaiah Coleman was fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. Foul is on Caden Powell. That is his second tonight.
You know, that is just a tough defensive assignment. We talked about Roy, but think about Clary. I mean, this guy is the point guard, averages right at 5 assists a ball game. He knows how to get the ball into the thick of the defense. First free throw is off.
So a miss by Coleman, 68% on the year. Another one coming for Isaiah Coleman, Seton Hall transfer. Led Seton Hall in points, rebounds, and steals last year.
Yeah.
Now here in Stillwater.
A member of the All Big East freshman team his freshman year.
Second free throw is no good. He missed them both. In and out, but Fowler gets the rebound. 3 left side is an air ball, falls in the lap of Michael Retai.
You know, another example of Baylor being in great rebounding position, but because of the reaching and grabbing by Oklahoma State, just attacking the rebounder. There's a giveaway empty a couple times. Dodge a bullet there.
Bears ball, 4:20 to play, second half, 83-70. Baylor with the lead over Oklahoma State. Bears looking for their first Big 12 win after 3 losses to open league play. Here's Obi Agbum. Gives it back to Retai. Puts it up, left elbow, no good. Loose ball out of bounds, and I think it's Baylor's ball. The officials all look at each other. Finally, they point the direction of Oklahoma State. I thought Baylor might have gotten that one. I thought it went out of bounds off Clary.
Well, and Coach Drew looks at Caden Powell and says, you want to call a review? And Powell says, no, don't do it here.
You know what they do with these reviews? Or maybe David Kay does this, keeps track of who is really strongly asking for the review, and was he right or was he wrong?
Yeah.
Caden wasn't going to take the bullet on that.
No, it's truth time right now.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't waste a timeout on a review that doesn't go your way.
Exactly 4 minutes remaining from Stillwater. Our score, Baylor 83, Oklahoma State 70. Headed down the home stretch. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty
1 point in that between those last two timeouts.
What's that?
Last time out was 82-70, 7-13. There was 1 point scored.
Wow.
3 minutes plus.
I'm all for that.
Fort Worth,
Yeah.
Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit MagnoliaRealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks.
Since the last
We
media?
build something that's meant
Yeah.
to last.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
mean,
the
we're 0 for
2026
5.
Toyota
Yeah.
Tundra isn't just
Thank
built
you.
in Texas. It's built by Texas.
0 for 5,
Which
they're
means
1 for
the
7.
Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 in venture cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trends. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
John, can you repeat what you just told me during the break about points scored since the last meeting?
Yeah, so the last media timeout came officially at the 7:13 mark. We're now at the 4-minute mark. The last time out, the score was 82-70 Baylor. The score right now, 83-70 Baylor.
And John, that works very much to Baylor's advantage
No
with a 13-point lead and even 4 minutes to play. Oklahoma State's made one of their last 7. Baylor's made 0 of its last 4. And so the MO, I think, last 4 minutes doesn't change. Got to get stops, got to get defensive rebounds, take time off the clock, got to be really tight with the basketball. But I think, again, Bears going to leave here with a win. It's going to be because they're flexing their defensive muscles in the last 4 minutes of play.
All right, Cowboys ball coming out of the timeout, not because Coach Drew didn't try to sneak a possession there.
Yep.
He says to Darren White, our ball. And Darren White looks at the other officials, and they say, no, Oklahoma State's ball. Here we go, Cowboys ball, trailing by 13. Lob to Fowler on the baseline, almost threw it away. He saves the possession. Arsa Fowler has been really held in check much better in the second half than he was in the first half. Clary bounces for Fowler in a double team, muscles it up, shot no good. Ball out of bounds, last touched by a Cowboy. Working hard on the boards was Caden Powell.
And that is such good defense. The game plan was, John, when the ball goes down low to Fowler or any other big guy, double down from the perimeter and trap him. Those guys can all score down there, but none of them can consistently pass out of a trap. And Fowler felt that pressure, just threw a shot up that really had no chance. But that is great defense when the Bears need it.
Fowler, 16 points in the first half, scoreless in the second half. He did go a long chunk of the second half without playing. Bears ball, lead is 13. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to play here at Gallagher-Iba Arena. Retai on the perimeter. Gets a screen from Obi Agbum. Drives in. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul.
That's a great possession too, John. They got the shot clock down. And at the end of it, they got a high-quality shot from Retai that gets him to the free throw line. The execution really on both ends by the Bears when the game is really on the line has been outstanding. Now we still have 3:11 to play. Bears looking to pad a 13-point lead with a couple of free throws from Retai.
All right, there's an issue with the shot clock on the basket where Baylor is shooting to our right. The other end shot clock is working, so Larry Reese, the outstanding PA announcer here, he's going to basically count it down when Baylor is at their half of the floor. Michael Retai hits the first free throw.
Baylor now 8 of 10 from the free throw line. In conference play, they had really dipped significantly at the line. They've been great tonight.
Second one is good by Mikey Retai. Couple of free throws there. The lead is 15 for the Bears, 85-70, nearing the 3-minute mark in the second half. Here's Clary on the perimeter, lobs down low for Fowler, who was all by his lonesome. Had an easy bank-in basket, his first points of the second half.
And from a Baylor perspective, not a three. And I think the threes at this point, at some point, Oklahoma State's going to have to start firing some.
85-72 Bears. Oh. How about that move by Carr? Drives in, falling down. He wills that shot to go in.
Yeah, he was just looking for contact. He got it, didn't get the call, but an acrobatic play.
3 Cowboys, no good. Rebound Baylor, Obi Agbum. Coach Drew holds his right hand out saying slow it down.
And John, some significant stops by the Bears at crunch time in this game. That's just another one.
Obi Agbum dribbles on the perimeter. 2:15 to play. 87-72 Bears. Retai lobs for Yesufu. Puts it up and in with a foul.
That's a tough pass from Retai. And what a great job. Just, again, a very deliberate possession, taking time off the clock. They got what they wanted. They made Oklahoma State pay for their pressure, but that was a laser from Retai down low to Tunde Yesufu, who in the game, John, has a quiet 23, Ooh. Looking to get 24 with the and one here.
And 11 of 15 shooting for Yesufu, so big night going for him. Again, one of 5 Baylor players in double-figure scoring. Here comes the free throw by Yesufu, looking for the 90th point of the night. Won't come there. Missed free throw by Yesufu, his first trip to the line tonight. Roy brings it up for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
and
I think that's I think it was a foul on Retai.
Marlowe was one of our officials. Yeah. Oh, no, he called a timeout.
Okay, there you go.
It was Kanye Clary who called a timeout for Oklahoma State. He was way away from the action.
Well, and thank goodness he did,
yeah.
Because that was a foul as Roy was taking the ball to the baseline. Retai fouled him, but the timeout was called before the foul.
89-72 is the Baylor lead. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to play. Some in the crowd here in Gallagher-Iba Arena have decided they have seen enough. They are headed out. What a cool old arena. Remember how it used to be.
Oh.
They doubled the size. Now they've got a large portion of the upper deck curtained off. But they had a wrestling match here earlier this week, or maybe it was Sunday or Saturday.
Right.
They filled it up. They completely filled up the place. Bedlam, wrestling, Oklahoma State crushed Oklahoma.
Yeah. You know what? I've never seen one of those. We're going to come up and watch one of those wrestling matches one of these days.
I think you'd like it. Wrestling is the Gallagher in Gallagher-Iba. That's Ed Gallagher, won 11 national championships as the wrestling coach here. Of course, the Iba is Mr. Henry Iba. A couple of national championships himself.
Well, with 2:07 to play, up 17, can't give up threes. And, John, look at this. We said defense was going to, I think, get Baylor out of here with a win if they could get one. Oklahoma State's made one of its last 8 shots. I mean, the defense has really stepped up in this game, and particularly at crunch time when the Bears have absolutely had to have it. Can't give up threes here.
89-72, Bears lead it. Roy has it top of the key, trying to get some separation from Cam Carr.
Wow.
Carr right there, and Roy still hits another three-pointer.
Yeah, it's not bad defense at all.
89-75. Bears, Yesufu comes down, misses the shot, but the Bears get the offensive rebound.
You know, he's so aggressive, he just cannot resist the dunk out of it.
Right.
And Coach Drew's saying, look, we like that, but just not right now.
He cannot throttle down, can he?
Cannot do it.
Coach Drew's, look, he's still talking to him. Yesufu nods his head.
You know,
I can't do it, Coach.
The thought, it's a 2-on-1. The thought of him stopping and dribbling the ball out is just, it's a temptation he cannot resist.
Oh, man. Foul was on Isaiah Coleman. It'll put Michael Retai at the free throw line. 1+ for Retai. Bears just now reached the bonus with 1:38 to go. Free throw is good. Retai is 3 of 3 at the line tonight.
And still, you saw the capability. We've seen it second half, the ability of Roy to make crazy threes. That last one, well guarded. In fact, Carr did a good job not fouling him. Second free throw by Retai is good.
Perfect at the line tonight. 91-75 is the Baylor lead. Cowboys in a hurry. Clary into the front court. Gives to Roy. Back to Clary. Drives on the baseline. Kick out to Jalen Curry. Now to Clary. Forces up a three that's no good. Fala is there. Follow-up shot blocked by Tunde Yesufu.
What a great play by Yesufu. Never gave up on the play. And those are the kind of plays that Yesufu, who is an elite athlete, can make. Not many players on the floor tonight or in the league can make that kind of play.
Bears will definitely take the air out of the basketball here with a minute to play. Exactly 1 minute remaining. 91-75 Bears. Here's Agbam for three. It's good. How about that exclamation point?
Yeah, and he's back. I mean, we saw him shoot the lights out in non-conference play. He's dipped significantly since then, but he's 4 of 8 out there tonight.
Runner is good at the other end by Jalen Curry. Beat everybody down the floor. 47 seconds to play. Cowboys, for the most part, have backed off. They're not going to foul. Baylor leads 94-77. We owe you a station ID. We'll do that next opportunity. Obi Agbam glances up at the clock. Shot clock now working this end of the floor. Agbam gives to Retai. Into the paint. Extra pass to Yesufu. Defender flies by. Three short. No good. Cowboys rebound and the run out. Clary will take it all the way. Reverse layup is good by Kanye Clary.
Well, Yesufu resisted the urge that time. It looked like he was going to try to get a block on the shot by Clary, but pulled away. And, John, the Bears are going to win this one on the road. Desperately needed. They're going to go to 1-3 in Big 12 play, but boy, did they need this boost.
Big time win for the Bears in the win column in the Big 12 and their 10th straight trip to Stillwater to go home with a victory. Final score, Baylor 94, Oklahoma State 79. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222BC Waco, K265DB Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Hot shooting night for the Bears from the minute they got off the bus. Didn't cool off much at all in the second half. Bears led by as much as 24 in the game. And, Pat, they win it tonight 94-79.
Well, John, what did we say before the game? Bears were looking for a breakout game, and maybe this is the one. Just a night where the ball's going in the hole. They take advantage of that. This is a team that likes to play up and down the floor, get the ball in transition. They were able to do that. The shots were a little easier to come by tonight than they were last week for sure, and they come away with a win that hopefully is just a kickstart to get them going as we get into the thick of Big 12 play.
Boy, I think you're right. Huge road win. Road wins are golden in the Big 12. And the Bears record one tonight here in Stillwater. 94-79 the final score. Bears get to 1-3 in Big 12 play, now 11-5 overall. Cowboys drop to 13-4. They are 1-3 in the Big 12. Oklahoma State has their 11-game home court winning streak snapped tonight. That was the longest they had here in Gallagher-Iba Arena since 2014. Final score, Baylor 94, Oklahoma State 79. Back to begin the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Alexander's in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuel.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas.
You know,
Plus, Nextlink is an
I
official
didn't
partner
see
of Baylor Athletics.
Big 12
So
conference stats only.
Yeah.
Do we have
Go
those?
online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are
What we
available
got
to
from
you.
the league,
Blazing
I don't know.
fast
I don't think it
internet,
had
just a click or
conference-only
phone call away.
stats,
Sick
but you would think
Bears.
they'd be doing it.
Today
by
we
now.
have
our
two
stats,
very
like-
special guests on our program.
Oh, from her.
Lemon
I got you.
and
Yeah.
Lime.
Well, I'll mention it
For
too.
Starry
Yeah,
Lemon
that'd be
Lime
good.
Soda.
Thanks for having
Tell
us.
her
What
at this
is
point
Starry
we need
Lemon Lime
those.
Soda?
Yeah.
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip hop could be hop hip?
Works for me.
Starry
and
Lemon Lime
Najee
Soda.
didn't help at
Starry
all.
hits different.
No.
Hellberg Barbecue is
He
a
didn't play a lot.
family-owned business
Second
started
half.
here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area.
That's
They
the
love to
least
cater
minutes
all
he's played
kinds
by
of
far.
events, big and
What's
small.
that?
Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union post-game show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And back with us from Stillwater, welcome into the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Big-time win for the Bears on the road tonight over the Cowboys here inside Gallagher-Iba Arena, 94-79 the final. First conference win of the season for the Bears. And, man, did they put it all together, even playing without Dan Skillings this evening. It just wasn't – I don't mean this as a slight toward Oklahoma State, but it wasn't that stifling defense that Baylor saw against Houston or Iowa State last week.
Yeah, and I think during the course of the game we talked about the pace at which Oklahoma State likes to play, fourth fastest in the country. I think that worked to Baylor's advantage. Shots were just not as hard to come by as they have been in the first three games, particularly last week, Iowa State and Houston. So this was a game that Baylor's a little more comfortable playing in, and the shooting percentage, I think, reflects that. Baylor back to getting 5 different players in double digits. That's what we were seeing in non-conference. It's been a struggle the first three games, but and I don't care where you play, anybody in the Big 12 on the road or at home, it's hard to win by 15.
Bears win it here in Stillwater, 94-79 the final. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. We're also brought to you by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Back to Stillwater after this on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Baylor over Oklahoma State, 94-79 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health, enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears!
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
You seem to be kind of the tip of the spear. I mean, you're greeting typically the ball handler, bringing it across the floor, and your on-ball defense, I thought tonight, along with your team, kept Oklahoma State out of any consistent rhythm. Was that the goal?
I mean, yeah, that's the goal every game. Defense is controllable every game. Offense is not. Shots cannot fall, but every game you can control your defense, how hard you play. So I know if I'm playing bad on the offensive end, I can always make up for it on the defensive end.
Yeah. Well, and it seemed like your role is always the same, but your production in the first half, different than your production in the second half. You scored the first. Second half, you appeared to be more of a floor leader. Was that by design?
I mean, I just read the game. I mean, I'm going to take whatever they give me. I'm not going to force the issue if I don't have to. And if I see my teammate open, I'm going to hit my teammate. Or if I see the roll and then there's a hockey assist, I'm going to hit the roll. It might not show up in the stats, but I'm playing to win.
Well, big time. Thank you very much. Lady just walked off with my phone, but she brought it back.
Thank you.
Big time win for you guys. Isn't it nice to get in the win column in Big 12 play?
Yes, for sure. Anytime you can get a win, it feels very good.
Yeah. And stay on the road, headed to Lawrence to play KU coming up on Friday.
Yes, sir. Celebrate this win, but, back to it. And got to get another win.
Can we take your 40 family members with us to Lawrence?
I wish we could.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out. Congratulations on the win.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Yep.
Isaac Williams visiting with us following the win, 94-79 the final score. Baylor over Oklahoma State. And we welcome you back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. That's a good sign of sportsmanship.
Yeah, I love it.
That lady who accidentally picked up my phone, but she brought it back, so I do appreciate that.
On a very timely basis.
Yeah,
what if she had gotten all the way home with it? Let's don't even think about that.
Let's don't.
Yeah.
It's nice, but do appreciate that. Pat, you've got the final stats there. Let's share these stats with everyone that add up to a 15-point Baylor road win tonight.
Well, it's interesting. Baylor comes into conference play averaging around 93 a game. Hit a couple of brick walls, really, Iowa State in Houston and TCU in Fort Worth. Back on track in this one. They scored 94, 94-79 the final. And to do that, you got to